uh, uh, uh,
Ah!
uh,
Ah!
ah.
Ah! Loud noises!
See, does it work now? Does it work now, Yomi?
Is it working now? Can you wait? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. It must have been a little bit of interference, you see, from underneath the lead walls. The lead floor, lead ceiling, right?
Yeah, the lead walls, but it might have been they might have been listening in too. We don't, they might be onto us.
We gotta be real careful. Is this a Verizon commercial? Yeah, you get it.
No, I think what happened was
shades I gave you too.
Oh yeah, thank you. These are beautiful. I think what happened was I route my audio is routed weird with the virtual cable, so I think when I muted my desktop audio, it also muted my mic audio to you through Discord, something weird like that.
Well, I'll have to wear a pair of that as well. Understandable. Perfect.
Yeah, there you go. So, hi, everybody. What's up? My name is Sclimbo, Socks Agency's certified self-improvement VTuber. And this over here...
Hi, my name is Yomi Quinley. Not a mad scientist, but a glad scientist. Also at the Socks VTuber Agency.
Yeah, my senpai. Yomi's my senpai. Don't embarrass me in front of my senpai, okay? Chat, we're on my channel today. So don't embarrass me, okay? Okay, everybody?
Listen, yeah, I may be your senpai, but right now, you're the one that's helping out with my fitness routine. You're my senpai for that.
Aw, shucks. Aw, shucks.
Yeah,
all right.
Sclimbo's making me get the gains. Yeah.
Hey, Yomi, what you got there in your hand?
Oh, this?
Yeah, what is that?
Well, you know, chat, take a look here. Take a look. What does this say? Let me move a little closer. I decided when Sclimbo was resting with his consent to draw a little bit of blood.
Oh. You what?
You might have had a fitness day where you felt a little woozy a little sooner than later.
That's why? I always get really worried about that because, like, I don't want my blood to come out, you know? When you, like, get your blood drawn and then you lift hard and it, like, bursts out. I don't want to do that. That's scary.
Yeah, I know, but I have to say it was easy to... Why am I explaining my process where I secretly extract away from all of my SVA? Don't tell Snoozy, Cam, and Melfina ad for your alien mixture about this either. Anyway! I was going to experiment a little bit. I thought I could maybe see what makes a Sclimbo tick, and maybe I could become one.
I mean, if you're brave enough, I mean, that's up to you, I guess.
Chat, should I become a Slimbet? Should we try it?
I think we should give it a shot.
Type 1 in chat.
Yeah, type 1 in chat.
Give it a shot.
Why not, right?
All right, chat. I see what I'll pick up what you're putting down. Sclimbo, I'll be right back.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna take a little bit of a taste of this, just to see what's.
Okay, I wonder. Is Yomi gonna be okay? Oh, come on! It doesn't taste that bad. I'm sure my blood's like really good. Oh!
I feel weird. I don't know about this.
Yomi? Are
my
you good?
bones feel like they're rearranged.
Damn.
You know, I feel a lot more malleable. I don't think I have as many bones as I used to.
Is that the word you use for it? I mean, I'm a pretty sturdy folk, but I mean, I guess different things can happen. Maybe the potion wasn't complete. I don't know.
Of course you'd be sturdy if you have less bones to break. Oh, wait. Oh, I get it now. It's fitness in a bottle. It's snake oil!
Oh, yeah, that's pretty common. Yeah, a lot of people sell off-brand Sclimbo essence. It can happen.
Off-brand? Well, I guess I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, it's fine. This'll wear off in a short while, I think? I hope.
Yeah.
I feel gassy, though. Maybe it'll come out that way.
Yeah, no, your body has to adapt to like the high protein, you know, the difference in eating the protein or not. You know, I was just discussing this actually just a couple hours ago on how like my body's kind of adapted to have like 12 hard-boiled eggs at a time if I want to, but not everybody is. You got to get used to it, you know?
actually why it did have a bit of an eggy taste. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit eggy. There's a lot of egg in there, you know. But hey, it's different cholesterol. It's not the bad kind. It's not the blood kind, so we're fine, all right?
Okay, you're right. You're right. I already had some vitamins for my iron. I don't need to go through the blood. I'm gonna stop talking about how I distilled your blood before Flork arrests me again.
Nah, well, I'm sure he's fine with it. I mean, he does stuff like that all the time, right?
He has no idea the things we do.
Well, I guess, I mean, like, I'm kind of new here, but yeah. I don't know. But welcome in, everybody. I'm glad to see you here today on this beautiful Friday, and welcome to the Sclimbo Yomi Conspiracy Review. We got the glasses on, and today we're going through all of the conspiracy theories that you all have submitted to us over the last week or so, and we're going to rank them on a scale of aesthetically cool to not cool. Now, to clarify, that's cool on a scale of like how radical it is, right? So let's take a look by what I mean by that exactly. I mean, are we talking radical, this rules, I hope it's true, pretty cool like Tony Hawk's 900? Yeah, pretty cool like Tony Hawk's 900 at the 1999 X Games. Cool as a basic kickflip, Chuck E. Cheese pizza tier, or it's Big Bro's turn on the Xbox. Those are going to be our options for today.
Sclimbo's turn on the Xbox. I need help. The Master Chief and the Arbiter are fighting again.
It's my turn on the Xbox.
Yeah, show me how it's done.
Yeah.
I'm tired of going live and versing other other kids and hearing lost the lead.
Yeah, Slayer.
Slayer.
But yeah, we did get.
This model is from Pee Slayer. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, Pee made that?
Yeah, Pee Slayer did this.
I had no idea.
She has a thing where she does a 2-hour rig of VTuber scuff model. And I was her first guest. I also made the logo for it. She has a logo for Rigged.
Oh, nice.
It was just like a nice little, I adore her too. We're fiendos, but yeah, it exists to be Sklimbet. I'll take it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. That's probably what they look like. I mean, the Sklimbat has always been like a theorized thing. We don't know how real it is. There's been rumors, whispers on the wind in the male VTuber factory of such a thing existing. But you know, it makes sense, right? Because if there's Sklimbos, there might be Sklimbats. There must be Sklimbats.
There has to be. I mean, scientifically, there's got to be at least a 50-50 shot. Asterisk, unless we're talking the way it works with Pokemon, where like with starters, the females are usually a much rare.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Chad, I think we just found out where all the Sklimbets are. They're being.
I wonder.
They're being taken away for Pokemon breed. I'm not.
Maybe not that. Maybe not that. Maybe not that. I don't think so.
No! Abort!
Suspiciously blue-colored Yomi.
No! They're in a farm.
I don't want to think about that. Yeah, no, don't add it to the theory list, Duntum. None of that. Let me
I do have to figure out scientifically where it does all start, and
yeah,
I do have some other experiments to run on you later. That's for sure.
But hey, Yomi, how about I turn on some light acid jazz and we get moving here.
Ooh, I love lo-fi. I love jazz. I love alternative. I love electro swing. People think, I'm all for it. What you got for me?
Well, first, really quick, we got a raid coming in. Thanks for the raid, Cautious Delta. Welcome in. Hope you had a good stream. Thanks for coming on by. How you doing?
Hi, Delta. Welcome.
Hey, Delta. But yeah, I'm thinking a little bit of acid jazz here in the background, just to give us some vibes, so it's not completely silent in the back, because I don't have my normal just chatting on. Let me just put that to a low volume, very low. Right about. Hold on. Yeah, that should be good.
Oh, we dig it.
Like little background going on while we do this. Alrighty. So, We're going to get started, everybody. Now, everyone submitted a lot of theories. I just want to put a little disclaimer on there. We did say, obviously, we're going to filter out anything like political or not safe for work in like a non-fun way. We didn't get too many of those, so good job, everybody. But we did filter a couple, and then there were a couple that were just kind of true things. They were cool and like great facts, but they were things that were just kind of like, they had Wikipedia pages and were kind of objectively true. So it's like, it wasn't really a conspiracy, but they were really cool. Like, did you hear, Yomi, have you ever heard about HeLa cells?
HeLa cells. You would think so as a scientist, but no, that doesn't quite ring a bell.
Yeah, so this was crazy. This is a real thing, apparently. But I guess in the 1950s, there was a woman who had cervical cancer, I believe, right? And so they took some of her cancer cells, and for some reason, they didn't die in the lab like other cells had. So they kept culturing them over time and growing them over time, and they use them to this day. So like a lot of human cells that we use for testing comes from one lady who had cancer in the 50s.
Wait, I did hear about this. I heard of this from Radiolab. Of course, I listen to a podcast called Radiolab.
Yeah.
So this, I think it was, Henrietta Lacks. That's the name.
Yeah, Henrietta Lacks. The scary thing was the biomass of like that was, I think, something ridiculous. It was like, oh yeah, the biomass of those cells now are like tons and tons and tons.
There's all a little bit of Henrietta in us then, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so.
Megan!
Hey, Megan, thank you so much for the biddies. Sorry for breaking your streak. I know. My bad. Noctowl, it's cool. What can I say?
I remember your first run. You were like, for your first Monday run, for those from the laboratory, Mondays, Sclimbo does a Nuzlocke through every generation. And Sclimbo, apparently, if you fail in even one of them, if your team wipes in one, you have to start all the way back in Kanto.
Yep. We just beat Cynthia, which is one of the hardest fights in the entire series. So we're moving on to Unova on Monday. So only a couple days till that.
And you made it look easy, too. The Alakazam sweep?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Cynthia gave me an opening. It was a mistake on her part. Shouldn't have done it. She did. She threw.
How many people in chat were yelling, it's Yomi when Candace appeared on screen?
Actually, a few people did mention that. We talked about that because that's one of your model inspirations, right?
Yeah. Yomi was made all the way back in, well, my inspiration of some things were designed back in 2017.
Ooh.
So yeah, a little bit Pokemon was definitely one of them.
Nice stuff. All right, well, with all that warm up out of the way, Yomi, are you ready to rank some conspiracy theories?
I'm ready.
All right, so how this is going to work is I have a bunch of slides prepared here in this PowerPoint presentation, 36 of them, in fact. And we're going to go slide to slide. I'll explain the concept as I understand it or as I've been taught, and then we will discuss how cool it is. So let's start things off with the new one, probably one of the newest conspiracy theories here, the Leviathan theory. And this is the theory that, based on this image, as you can see here, the recent cold across the U.S. is caused by them, quote unquote, we don't know who them is, trying to freeze the Leviathan, a giant snake off the coast of Virginia that is purely based on Google Map images.
So I love snakes, I love lizards, but boy, this one could just eat an entire county. Little scary.
Yeah.
But I think the thing for this that got me, have you heard about the people who are trying to prove the snow isn't real by holding up a lighter to it and stuff?
Oh, wait, yeah. You mean the people who think, like, yeah, there's fake snow now because it doesn't burn or something? I did see that.
Yeah, and it's like, that's just the soot from the lighter, like, ending up on the bottom. And they're like, why does it smell funny then? Because, I don't know, lighter, gas, the gas as fumes are hitting the snow. Well, why is it not melting right away? It's condensed. If you put that snow in a hot pot, it'll melt normally.
Yeah, and I've seen people...
You are creating a bias-controlled experiment.
Totally. I've seen people clearing snow with a flamethrower, so, like, yeah, I think it burns. I'm thinking so.
The fake snow, it's real, folks. You can eat it.
Yeah, you're fine.
We do not have fake snow. It melts just all the same. Just put it in water. Put it in your bathtub. It's the same as having your freezer shavings. You ever go to the... you ever take all your freezer shavings, make a snowball out of them, put it in a cooler, and then on a hot summer day in the middle of the beach, throw a snowball at somebody, then make surprise the heck out of them?
Yeah, you always save like 1 or 2 snowballs at the end of the year, right? Just to hit people with later. Yeah. Big surprise.
Yeah. Throw it at them when they're in the swimming outfit. Just like, what the? Where's the snow?
I'm a little torn on this conspiracy because here's my thought process, right? Like on one hand, giant underwater leviathan, like the biblical leviathan from the Bible, right? That's a fun concept, right? Giant monster, kind of like that concept. However, I think this conspiracy is not very consistent in its own universe because what I need the explanation for is why would a polar, like, cold climate be coming in across the US Midwest if they were trying to freeze this thing off the coast of Virginia? Wouldn't we see the coldest temperatures in Virginia, or I don't know, anything more focused in the Virginia area? But meanwhile, it's like coldest out in what, like Kansas and like Michigan? Like nowhere close.
Like, I'm not gonna say exactly where, but I've said I live in the East Coast. You know, I was in some of these areas, and when the whole thing came down, like, you're gonna get 2 feet. It's like, we barely got 2 inches. It's just ice. This is pathetic. If they were really behind it, listen. I may not trust those people above, but I trust at least they would have done a decent job in creating snow.
Right. Like if they're trying to freeze this thing, they didn't do a great job. They missed it entirely.
Come on, our tax dollars are better. Come on, tax dollars, you can do better than that.
Yeah. What are we doing? Come on. But yeah, so that being the case,
agree, though, it is badass.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't think it's the coolest thing ever just because of that, like, it doesn't, like, make sense in its own universe, really. So I want to put it as, like, it's, like, pretty cool. Because, like, a giant Leviathan monster is pretty sick.
Yeah. A part of me wants to think, like, it's Ouroborosing and eating its own tail. And by doing so, as it slowly shrinks itself, it'll shrink itself like around a specific continent. And then how cool would it be if it's like, well, apparently Africa is now being constricted by the Leviathan, slowly but surely.
Yeah, like a big boa constrictor.
Drift. Yeah.
I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad.
Continental drift.
Could you imagine you live in like Micronesia or Polynesia, you live on like Tuvalu, and a giant snake comes and wraps around your entire island, or like bigger, this thing's huge, all of Indonesia.
Oh, that makes me wonder what it would be like when it has to shed its skin.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that.
Hey, it will definitely be able to solve any clothing crisis for a long time if we can find a way to reuse it.
Yeah, I mean, the right thing to do would be to kill it immediately, right? Like, if a giant super monster came out of the ocean and it was, like, as big as a continent, like, you gotta kill it. You gotta do what you can.
Oh, yeah. Kaiju Busters, get in on that. We could solve food crises! We could eat it!
It would solve, like, every crisis, honestly, right? Like, except for the fact that it... I mean, assuming it's already in the ocean, right? It's already displacing the water it would displace. But if we remove it from the ocean... That might be a problem. Like, all the sea levels just recede.
Wait, yeah. Oh, no. Uh-oh, wait a second. Well, you solved clothing. You solved, the food crises. You solved the global issue here. But, we have over 10% of the world's country now. Oh, no.
It's a snake. Yeah, 10% of the world's biomass is just one snake.
I love this one. There's so many housing. I mean, the bones could probably be the bones. The way it's going through water pressure, that deep in the ocean, those bones could probably be creating sturdy houses. Absolutely.
I have a good idea. Okay, hear me out. Big Leviathan exists, right? Underwater tunnel in the Leviathan's corpse between all the continents. You just use it like a big hollow tube.
Holy moly, wait a second.
Snake World.
I could just drive to England now.
Exactly. I mean, it'd smell really bad, and like, I mean, eventually it would like degrade, and so really it's like wow, that's kind of like, it feels like a 40K concept almost. Like, oh yeah, get into the stink tube. Get into the flesh tube.
And then, of course, like, driving would take so many hours, so they would have to build hotels. You know, the first underwater inside snake hotel, the first McDonald's. Oh, boy, you know,
yeah, I'm good.
Leviathan.
Let's get the next one. I'm good on that.
Yeah, next one. We're having so much fun with just this one. Holy shit.
All right, but this next one, all right, I think this is cooking. I think this is cooking in a fun way. So not only do we have the Earth is hollow, we have, in fact, inverted hollow Earth, where we're on the inside already.
What?
Yeah, so the Earth is hollow, but we're on the inside of it. The planets and stars are at the center of the Earth. Space is compressed, which is why light takes longer to reach us. So like it's like a big a Nestle chocolate ball, right? Like the Wonder Balls they used to have. It's like that, but we're inside.
Oh my God.
Yep. And apparently on top of that, this is a theory that like people had. And there's some limited evidence. I couldn't find too much. Someone did say this and I looked into it. Limited evidence to say that some of the Germans in World War II actually believed this and tried pointing telescopes at the sky to spy on the UK.
This falls apart so quickly, but it also tickles my D&D brain.
Yeah, like, right?
I absolutely can see an entire plot or like an alternative world. One of my favorite games of all time is Golden Sun. And Golden Sun, the world is actually flat. Like the map shows waterfalls so you can just go right off. And that created one of the coolest worlds to go around in. I'm thinking about this. My plots are going crazy here. Does this mean if you fired into the sky and it just kept going, you would just like shoot through Saturn and hit somebody like in Alaska?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it does like, I mean, I think this assumes that space isn't real also. I think what I like, and we're going to see a few flat Earth / hollow Earth / various styles of Earth theories today. I think my favorite part about these conspiracy theories is the prerequisites. This is something I say a lot, right? Like these are good. These are the final boss of conspiracy theories because there's like 30 other things you have to believe first before you get here.
Yeah, because this spirals into multiple facets. It's not just hollow Earth. It's not just, you know, having the universe like outside of us. That's now being contained. You have the sun inside of here. You have the cosmos. Like, what about the universe? There is no universe. It's just Blagol on the outside.
Yeah, like I feel this assumes that space is fake, right? That's like must be one of the assumptions in this theory.
I guess so, which makes me wonder too. What about the astronauts?
No, they're fake too. That's something we're gonna have to get used to, is the idea that just a lot of the things are fake, you know?
Just like Netflix subscriptions. Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
just like Netflix. But except you can't share this one on a family plan because you're in the big Wonder Ball of Earth.
We're gonna call it the Wonder Ball. I love that.
I have a bet. I have a bet running. This is a real life thing. I have a bet running with my mom.
Hi, Allie.
Hey, Allie. I have a bet running with my mom where if I remember that we got a Wonder Ball before my cousin's pool party when I was 4 years old, and if I remember that when I'm still 40, she'll give me $40. And I still remember. That's
amazing. Wait, Allie makes a good point. Aliens. I know what aliens would be here. The dead center mass where all the like stars and cosmos are. There's just two things. There's humans on the outer layer, you know, the Earth layer, and then there's whatever we call aliens on the middle layer. And the few alien visits we get, those are the ones who have escaped the gravitational pull towards the center.
Oh yeah.
Like, briefly landed in our area.
Or maybe like, I mean, this image kind of depicts that. Oh, okay. So yeah, the continents. Okay, so the continents are like on the inside of the Wonder Ball, and the center is the constellations, but not the sun. And the sun still revolves around the constellations. Like, just based on this picture, there's a lot going on here. I don't know where the aliens are. They're somewhere.
For the sun. I was gonna say, how did you prevent the sunlight? How do you have a day and night cycle? Good job. And you can see the holes. You can see how it's like shining light through one side of the ball, and then lots of tiny little hole pinpricks are lighting up on the opposite side.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like a disco ball.
Yeah, and
The
I guess if
center
you
is a
dig
disco
down,
ball.
it's a big disco ball.
That's what
I guess
happened
if
in
you
the
dig
70s.
down, the idea must be that this like is like a thick crust, right? And we haven't dug down enough to drop into, I don't know, nothingness. Or maybe they think space is underground. It's kind of complicated.
Yeah, that does lead to what's on the outside. But I suppose that's part of the mystery. Or it could
Yeah.
even go further where like there's multiple orbs in the sky like this. And we
Yeah, something like
They're
that.
all self-contained, and each one has a mythical creature inside that's being. Oh god, I'm gonna go off the rails with this.
I think this rocks. I just gotta say it.
I think it
think this
does.
one's so cool because I'm gonna put this in radical personally. I think the thing that excites me the most about it was imagine this was true, right? So take this into theory crafting. This is true. We have been wrong about so much that the world is now just like New Age of Adventure, right? At this point, it's like, okay, we have no idea what's going on.
Like you just said, new age of adventure. My DM brain is going because I've been a forever DM. I've been doing tabletop games for almost 2 decades now. This makes me want to write an entire campaign.
I get
That's how
that.
creative and wild this is. Like, I'm imagining other shells, and each one of them could have like a deity inside of them.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, the center is where each deity is held.
This is
Holy
probably a
moly.
lot like FF14's lore. I don't actually know FF14's lore, but it feels like it might be with the different shards and stuff.
You know, that's like a 14-hour stream. Just try to explain even half of its lore. Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Oh yeah, this is a good one though. And you know
love
what?
this
I bet, unfortunately, it seems like pointing telescopes at the sky does not let you spy in the UK. As unfortunate as that is.
It's Etu in the middle of it all. There you go.
yeah, the great Etu, the great divine beast.
I had to.
Hey, Etu.
Etu, I took the Sclim potion at 3 a.m. and I became a Sclim bat.
That's what happens. Yeah, you gotta not take the Sclim potion after midnight. Kind of like gremlins. Etu, you heard
What's our
FF14.
next
Don't worry about it.
one?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, next one.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, this is like a more low stakes one here. This is the forever theory that DB Cooper is Tommy Wiseau. And it's kind of laid out here. So DB Cooper was a guy who hijacked a plane in the 70s, demanded money and parachutes, and then jumped from the plane mid-flight, never found again, right? Completely disappeared, got away with it.
I remember this guy, yeah.
Yeah. Tommy Wiseau, the strange director, mysteriously has money, comes from nowhere, and is just out there doing his stuff. And here's an artist rendition of Cooper and Wiseau.
Let's see here. Let me read. So, vanished mysterious without large amount of money. Real age and name unknown. Ambiguous, possibly affected speaking style. True. And the current fate is unknown. Wiseau is also mysterious with a large amount of money. The colleagues say he's much older than he claims. I can say he's actually 120.
Yeah,
Ambiguous,
probably.
possibly affected by speaking style. True. And his background is unknown. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you know, that's the
Factual,
thing.
Evidential.
It could be. Like, this one definitely could be. They definitely, like, there's some resemblance. Obviously, this isn't, like, hard evidence or anything. I think what's interesting is the affected speaking style. Like, negotiable American currency versus You're Tearing Me Apart, Lisa. Like, they both have, like, weird speech patterns. It kind of could happen. Like, this could theoretically be a thing that's a non-zero here.
It's oddly believable.
Yeah.
The thing. This is a little off the rails, but the thing that my brain first remembers is I watched The Room. There was so many scenes in that. Like the first 5 minutes, I was like, this man doesn't know what life is. He doesn't know how it works.
Yeah, he might
Just
be
like
an
how he
alien.
didn't seem to understand that, most planes don't have parachutes properly like that, or didn't work. Like, he doesn't seem like he has much of a plan. He just kind of goes with what's there and thinks only a step ahead.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah.
with the whole plane thing. So even his plane hijacking matches his film style. They don't
It's true.
go more than one step ahead of the plot, and they just have to roll with it.
Yeah, I feel like this is a big non-zero. I think what's like more likely I've heard is that Tommy Wiseau is like a Russian oligarch's son who, like, you know, got a bunch of money and is just like kind of thrown away. Was like thrown away somewhere. Like, all right, go take some money and go do something, right? And he's just kind of a weirdo. That's like probably, but this could be real.
I could see it. That man, looking at the sketch. Honestly, looking at the sketch, it does just look like him. I'm gonna be so for real right now. Like, you could just slap a longer like wig on this guy.
Yeah. I think
Chat, what
like,
do you guys think? Is this
real?
Are we thinking like?
Chat, is this real?
Is this real?
I think just like because it's low stakes, I don't think it can be like top tier, right? Because like if this is true, it's like a cool novelty, right? It's like cool as a kickflip, I think, because it's like, oh yeah, that's like interesting, but it's not like world affecting. So I'm gonna put it in like cool as a kickflip.
Oh, he's meme affecting.
That's fair.
It's not world affecting. Like I'm just doing a little side Sclimbo. I did a little side project here.
Oh, what do you have?
I hate to say it, but I think we're onto something here.
Oh no. No!
It does. It does look just like him.
Oh my goodness. Compare!
It's him! It's him!
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. Even the face, like the lower chin area with like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enhance.
Enhance.
Oh my god.
No, this I think so. Chad, I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna that might just be real. That might just be real.
That's just real.
I think that might just be real. All right, let's see. What do we got next? Oh, this is fun. The Curse of the Colonel. I know about this one.
What? Oh, I first learned about this from the anime When Cicadas Cry, When They Cry.
Oh, yeah.
He appeared in that one. And there's some really funny connections. Like Uma Musume has some of the Umas wear his outfit. Certain animes, Higurashi. Colonel is big in Japan.
Yeah, so the story of the Curse of the Colonel basically goes that in Osaka and in Kansai in general, there's a famous team called the Hanshin Tigers, a baseball team, right? Very popular. Tigers fans are super engaged, right? So during the 1985 series, I guess they won, and there was a hitter on the team who was a white dude. And I think the story goes that the people in Japan to celebrate went around along the Dotonbori River, and they were looking for like a dude they could like prop up, right? And be like, yeah, you did it, right? And sitting out there was a statue of Colonel Sanders outside of a KFC. So they take the Colonel, and in celebration, they throw it in the Dotonbori River, and it disappears. And since then, the Hanshin Tigers did not ever win a series again. In 2009, I think, they eventually found the Colonel statue at the bottom of the river, and that's what you're seeing in the picture here. They brought it back up.
Oh,
and then I think yeah, shortly after that, I think they did make it to the series again, but they're missing the Colonel's hand, I think the left hand, and like the monocle or something. So it's not complete yet.
Just like how they haven't completed their series. Like the moment they found it, they got almost all the way.
Yeah.
Just like how they found the Colonel, but not every bit of it.
Yeah. It's like one of many sports curses. I just like this one because it's Colonel Sanders' statue. The Curse of the Colonel.
We love Colonel Sanders. The moment they find the hand is when the Tigers win. I'm saying it now.
It's going to be hard to find the Dotonbori.
Colonel's hand.
Yeah, it's not a clean river, and there's no easy way out. That's one of the big problems is there's no like good railings out of the Dotonbori. So if you go in to celebrate or something, it's really hard to get out. So they have to rescue people a lot.
Whoa, really? Sounds like they gotta do something about that.
Yeah, there's like a couple like egress points, but in general, it's like a very high walled river because there's just a lot of commerce along the side of it. So like if you jump in, it's like, oh geez, how do I get back out now?
Oh, oh, that's me reliving a childhood trauma where I almost drowned.
Oh no.
I think, yeah, there was a canal, and there were
No.
ladders. I eventually got a hold of one, but holy moly.
That's scary.
I do have a bit of superstition.
Mhm.
I do, I try to rationalize what I can. But if you can't rationalize, and there's just that moment where it's like, well, holy fuckle, there's no other way around this. It's got to be true.
Yeah.
They make good scapegoats.
Yeah,
That's
gotta
right.
be a
Look for a
curse.
scapegoat.
Well, what's really telling is when they like solve the curse, right? And something happens. Like in this case, right? It's like, oh, they fish it up, and then a couple years later they make it to the finals, and it's like, whoa, okay, like that's
Yeah.
interesting.
It's too much of a coincidence. And the question is, how many times have the Tigers reached the finals before the Colonel?
Before I think it was like fairly regular. I'm not 100%.
So we're
I don't know
talking,
Japanese
like-
baseball, but
We're talking like football Patriots kind of deal. We're like, yeah, they get there a good once in a while, yeah.
yeah, I think so. They're like, I mean, the Hanshin Tigers, to my knowledge, they're one of the most premier teams. Might be wrong about that. I just know that they have a very big, very rabid fan base, and they're in a very influential part of Japan. So it makes sense. Honestly, like the Red Sox or Patriots equivalent's probably fairly accurate. I would say more maybe like Yankees, because it's not like the Tokyo team,
Yankees
right?
or Atlanta Braves, right?
Yeah. There's like the Yankees to the Red Sox and stuff.
Ooh. Yeah, if their record plummeted the moment that Colonel got plummeted in the
Yeah.
I believe it. This is
Yeah,
cool.
don't disrespect the Colonel.
Because here's why I like this so much. There's physicality.
There
There's
is.
actual tangible object. And it's like you can go to a museum and see it. I'm like 4 out of 5 with this one. This one's pretty cool, pretty believable.
I agree.
Maybe not
Pretty
the most
cool.
exciting thing in the world. It's not like, mythical world-breaking thing, but it's grounded. It adds up. I agree with this. Yeah,
Yeah.
this slaps. I mean,
What
he
I
can't
like
really
too-
slap that hard. He's only got one hand, but it
Yeah,
slaps.
yeah. What I like too is there's a bit of an adventure to it, like real life adventure to it too, because like very serious Hanshin Tigers fans would like go scuba diving to try and find it for years. Like they were hunting this actively
Really?
and managed to find it finally.
Wait, they actually had people dive? That's
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, they were looking because they realized it was a curse and they were like, we have to get it back. So
I like this even more.
yeah, so it's kind of a banger. It's kind of a banger. Get the statue. And then, of course, like the poetic climax of fishing it up, but it's missing the hand still. It's like, oh.
See, it's not complete yet then.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what's funny is I mentioned Higurashi. Higurashi had a Sanders in a in a junkyard, essentially.
Oh,
It became an
okay.
entire little part of the series. Like, it actually had some relevance, and it had a little bit of a curse to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's part of the reference, actually.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah. KFC's popular in Japan in general, but probably like a Curse the
is.
Colonel reference.
I play Uma Musume in Japan. They actually have a KFC event.
Yep,
Complete with
makes
bullshit,
sense.
even wearing the mustache and everything. It's awesome.
All right. There was a lot to this one. There was like a bunch of different things in the entries, but this is the idea that fast food as a concept was created by secret societies, and this apparently ties back to White Castle, which is like the first fast food place, KFC again, and more. Mostly tied into the fact that apparently Colonel Sanders was part of the Freemasons, and apparently so were the creators of White Castle.
I totally believe Sanders was. See, it kind of fits for him. They were listen, these secret societies, in order to be a part of these, there's definitely, you gotta prove you can keep a secret. Who's better at keeping secrets than the man about the 11 herbs and spices?
Oh my God, you're right. I didn't think of it that way, right? Maybe that's the test. Maybe that's like the low stakes test, right? It's like, can you keep the secret of the 11 herbs and spices? And then you get initiated into like a higher calling afterwards.
Yes! Yes, that's perfect!
I also just like the idea that like there's like a shadowy cabal sitting around like a desk, right? It looks like Evangelion with the obelisks, and they're like, we need to make a slop empire.
It kind of lines up too with how people think that Ronald McDonald, like, he was meant to. There were a couple of episodes that were meant to be seen as hypnotizing to the kids, like actually brainwash them to buy more. Not just, oh, you're selling to kids. Like, no, there were certain effects every time he would do like a little magic, because he was a magic clown.
Yeah.
And every time he did magic during the commercials, it was meant to brainwash the kids into buying stuff. Or begging their parents to.
Yeah, you know, this is actually a scary fact from the world of nutrition, but that part's not even like a conspiracy at all. And it's one of the reasons why our food culture in the US is the way it is because companies that are like selling food in the US, right? And especially like the products we know the most, they're hiring teams of psychologists to actually like do mental tricks to make you buy more of their product. Like it is an actual mental war trying to avoid eating all of the highly processed snacky stuff. Like they're waging a mental war in that way. So that's like just a real problem. Like that's a real thing for sure.
No, you're right. From shrinkflation to the way that if they don't call it exactly what it is, you know, it can be a byproduct. Like if they call it chicken, but it's like CHIKN apostrophe, it can just be absolutely fake of everything because it's not actually listed as chicken. Stuff like that. Yeah,
but also psychological tricks in the actual advertising, like pure like working subliminal angles in the advertising ads and stuff like that. Like that's something they absolutely do research into and hire teams for.
Just like how Flort got me aboard SVA.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say that hitting me with a car was very psychological, but it worked kind of the same way.
My bad.
I do
like
a
bit like that.
Yeah, just a bit. It's just some traumatizing memories is all. I do like that.
I have a traumatized button for you.
Yeah. I like that Mekon pointed out shrinkflation sounds like a weird category of deviant art. It's true. It's true.
Sclimbo got hit by a car during it was part of the debut. It was the lore video.
Yeah, go watch the lore video. That's how I got into socks. Flork hit me with a car.
Driving in my car. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
This one's
but
interesting to me.
Yeah, this one is
like,
interesting.
You know, we all know fast food it's not good relatively. Although I still stand for Taco Bell and Wendy's.
Oh, me too. Me too. I'll eat it.
Yeah.
I think that
it's
the
not
idea
like the most interesting.
Yeah, I do think.
Like, yeah, that's a.
I think it's cool enough because, but mostly from like my own perspective of like conceptually imagining like the most powerful people in the world coming together to make White Castle. Like that's kind of funny. So it's like, yes, the sliders, right? Like I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah, let's poke 5 holes in this meat and put it on a bed of onions for a minute.
They'll never see it coming. It's like their world machinations is making a good frozen slider. I think it's like pretty good. It feels like a Venture Brothers bit or something.
It does. Have you ever had White Castle?
Yeah, I actually went on a road trip. Like I watched a lot of Harold and Kumar go to White Castle when I was younger, and so when I got the opportunity, I also went on a road trip to go to White Castle.
I have to ask you guys to do that for me then one day because I've never been to a White Castle.
It's like solid. I think you can get most of the experience by just buying those like frozen White Castle things you can get in the frozen section. Like those are pretty on par, I think.
I'll do that as long as it doesn't interfere with my new diet.
I mean, if the calories, if the calories fit, you can have yourself a little treat of some White Castle sliders. Absolutely.
What's your favorite fast food, by the way, Sclim?
Probably also Taco Bell. I just think they have the best value menu.
Yes!
That's what it's all about.
Crunchwrap Supreme, baby!
Yeah! Oh, Yomi, we gotta hydrate. Drink up.
Yeah! Don't worry, I got my Gamer Subs cup here.
I like Gerald's quote too. Execute order number 5. It's just like Palpatine behind the...
Holy shit! Yeah, I got my Gamer Subs cup here.
Oh, nice.
Just got some water in it, nice and simple. Use code VTuber mail, by the way, if you guys want to get 10% off your gamer subs.
And code Yomi. What's your code? What's your code, Yomi?
Mine is just Yomi, yeah.
Yomi, if you want to also get 10% off your order.
Switch up our codes. There you go.
All right, let's see here. Okay, we got another flat Earth coming in, another banger. This is one of my favorites. I think this one's amazing, right? This is the Great Ice Ball Earth Theory. Not only is our section of the Earth, or no, this one's good because it's the Earth is a globe, but our section is mostly flat because we're just one small part of an ice that is unfrozen and is multiple. Like you see this figure here in the bottom left. There's a lot going on here. Yeah, there's different pockets.
We're like a pimple.
Yeah, we're like a pimple, but like thawed out by the sun.
This kind of slaps.
This slaps. I think what's really funny about it is you've somehow in a roundabout way reinvented globe Earth with this theory. Like it's in the flat Earth category, but it's a globe. And it's just the small portion of it that's melted out, that's our continents, is technically curved, but not that much. And so it's mostly flat.
My question to them about this is, you know, with the word, even if it was hollow or anything like that, the amount of cold that is surrounding this, you know, cold spreads. If you put like an ice cube on a plate, the whole plate eventually becomes cold.
Mm-hmm.
How are these dots existing? How is it? It would just overtake unless there's a direct beam of a light shining directly on there to keep it constantly warm. That's kind of the opposite.
Yeah, like that. For example, if you look at figure number 2 here, you'll see the tiny little sun hovering above our area exclusively.
The tiny sun! How did I miss that? Wait, it's kind of cute. It's just a little.
It's just a little sun. It's just a little guy's sun.
Hello.
Just a little guy.
You know what it is? It's a baby sun, just like in Teletubbies.
Yeah, it's like a little baby sun.
He's a little Teletubby baby.
Jeez. I like too that I just in parentheses here at the bottom we also have add-on on top, possibly hollow. It's like, oh, you know, it's also maybe hollow on top of all that. We're just throwing things in the pot at this point.
Yeah. This doesn't have a lot of ground to stand on, but it's really cool.
Got a lot of ice to stand on.
It does lead to the whole, like, when and where do we see the cold wall?
Yeah, true. Because, like, I like the idea of an ice wall. I think it's kind of fun, right? The idea that there's just, like, at the ends of the Earth, a massive impenetrable wall. I just, you know, I feel like whenever you get into flat Earth conspiracies and the variety of other ones here, there's a lot of just, like, throwing things in the pot to see what sticks. Like in here, right? They're talking about, like, oh, maybe there's a bunch of them, right? Maybe there's just a bunch of other random continents. Okay, what are they? Like, what continents? Why do you think there are others? Like, we're just throwing it in there, I guess.
You know, one message here made me think the tiny sun is actually the alien ship. It's like, yeah, what if that little sun is like a leftover element from an ancient alien race or something? Like, you can do so many things with that tiny sun. That's a sentence.
Yeah, true. And maybe it moves around, right? And it like unfreezes certain areas just like at whim.
Yeah, it's just kind of. I'm more interested in the sun now.
Yeah. I think what's tough about this one, I don't want to rank it like super high because I think the tough thing about it is it's a very fun concept and objectively it's very cool, right? Cold, but like this would be really awkward if it was real because you'd be like, okay, I got out of the ice wall, now there's nothing forever, right? Like the whole planet's just one big ice. You can't do anything with that.
You know, it's when I expected to explore the world, I didn't want to go walking through dandruff.
Yeah, so it's like, it's cool, but I think it's like, I think just because if it were one giant ice ball, it wouldn't be very entertaining. Like, you'd get out there and we'd find out, we'd be like, everything we know is wrong. It's one big ball of ice. And then it's just like, oh, it's just one big ball of ice. There's nothing we can like do with that. So I'm putting Chuck E. Cheese here.
Yeah, I agree. It's an interesting one, but it doesn't
Yeah.
leave a lot on the plate afterwards.
True.
I've had my mac and cheese. What else is there? More mac and cheese.
Right,
Oh.
right. Oh, thanks for the bits, Iggy. Your favorite conspiracy is fake the moon landing? Oh, yeah. We filmed it in a studio, but the director of the moon landing was Kubrick, and he demanded we film on location. Oh, that's good, right? It's like reverse. So it's like we were going to fake the moon landing, but Kubrick wanted an on-set shot.
That's kind of amazing. Like, I want to make a film with a kaiju in it. All right, let's get the puppet together. No, radioactively blast that lizard.
Yeah, I need a real one.
Sir? Yeah. I actually
geez.
firmly believe that there is going to be an incident very soon where we have a global crisis simply because someone was trying to make something for entertainment or medical research.
Oh, yeah,
So
absolutely.
The zombie apocalypse, it's not going to be a disease. It's going to be like a man-made thing, whether it would be for entertainment or someone doing something just weird. Absolutely. That's how it's going to probably happen.
Yeah. No, I see that. There's going to be, I think, like, we're kind of in a situation in general where I think, like, the silliest thing keeps happening. Not in, like, a good way necessarily, right? But, like, the most wild option that you've never considered keeps happening. So I'm fully expecting something to the extent of, like, oh, yeah, the AI that kills us all, that becomes intelligent first is Neuro, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
yeah, like it's gonna be something where it's like, oh no, it wasn't all the companies in the world who made the first artificially intelligent, like, sentient AI. It was VTubers. Like, I'm expecting that.
I kind of slap with that, that is why. Oh, a hype train.
Oh, we got a hype train. Thank you so much, Mikan. Yeah, TikTok. It did happen already. You're right.
Yeah. So that is why whenever I'm over just like, hey Alexa, thank you for all the hard work you do.
Yeah, just, it's like a bargain. Oh, what do they call that? Is it Faustian bargain? No. What do they call it when it's like just to be safe, right? It doesn't cost you anything, but just to be safe, you're going to be nice to AI just in case.
Exactly. It's
Roko's Basilisk. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, that was it.
Or Pascal's Wager. It's one of them.
Way. I unironically think it does help teach us, like, a little bit of humility too. It's like if we could be nicer to the machines that help us out, like maybe for those people who are a little cold-hearted or like still a little inexperienced, I don't know, practice a little bit with your serious. Yeah. I don't want to say the word because it's gonna trigger my ringing in my phone.
Yeah, I'm nice to technology because I don't have a evil heart, right? So I'm not like, it's not sentient. I can get away with bullying it. I've always wanted to do that. It's like, no, I'll just like ask it things and, like, I don't need to be mean to it. There's no reason.
Yeah. Exactly. I was nice to my iDog, okay?
Yeah.
And my Furby, my Furby, if it could talk again, it would say I practically gave that thing the best life it could. Next theory.
Exactly.
My Tamagotchi will vouch for me. My
True.
Tamagotchi knows I'm a good person.
Yeah, it's like the AI comes and it's like, you ever see, what movie is it? There's a few movies like this where it's like the mama bear comes and the little bear is like, no, this human helped me, don't kill it. It's like that, but it's your like Furby and the super intelligent AI.
You're right. I always say, please, the grok. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I have a banger for you here. Yomi.
Oh boy.
And we're going to watch a little video because this theory was just called Prison Tower Earth and a TikTok was sent to me, okay? There's a lot here.
Oh, this is going to give me another D&D idea, isn't it?
There's a lot here. I just need everyone to listen to this. Let's just go through it.
All right, while we do, everybody, there is a hype train going with 2 minutes left.
We're on the top layer of something ancient, something built, a structure older than time, stacked in layers like a ziggurat. Each layer a civilization sealed and forgotten. We're not living on a planet. We're walking on a lock. Layer 1, us, kept asleep, fed a false sky. Our stars, projected. Our moon, hollow. The sun, a mechanism. We've never left the first level. We are not allowed
to. A mechanism.
Layer 2, the Titans. Giant humanoids, petrified in crystal.
They're just
Their hearts beat
they're
once
just
every 1,000
claiming
years.
shit.
They were locked away after the Great
Yeah,
Rebellion.
this is.
Their breath still echoes in deep cave winds. Ever wonder
Oh,
why
that's
some mountains
alive.
look alive? Layer 3, the Clockwork Civilization. Built by pre-human AI,
This is
they
just
predicted every
D&D.
extinction.
That's the
They survived them all.
Inevitables.
They wait underground for the surface to reset, for us to vanish. Layer 4.
These are literally the
Root,
Inevitables
a
in
black mirror
D&D.
dimension. Time runs backwards here.
The root, a
Language
black layer
breaks.
dimension.
Thoughts loop. No one
Thoughts
returns
loop.
from the
No
root.
one returns from the
The
root.
machine. And the ice wall? It's not a border. It's a seal, a warning. The architects didn't build it to trap us in. They built it to keep them out. This isn't a
Who
planet.
are the architects
It's a
then?
prison tower. And the
I'm
lock is starting
crying.
to turn.
Okay, first off, oh my god, I just saw that up there in the top corner. Who did that? Thank you so much on Throne. My off-kite trip got fully funded. Let's go.
Let's go!
Thank you.
Holy
Oh my
shit!
god. Thank you so much for that. I think it's anonymous. I can't see
we
who
get a-
did it, but I need to give my thank you videos. Thank you so much.
We got a big applaud. Everybody get some claps. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm honored. I'm honored.
You guys are the best. You guys
You're
are
the best, chat.
No.
You're the best. So what I was telling everybody was I found out that in crowdfunding items on Throne, you can't thank people, I think, until it's fully funded, because it did not give me an individual, like, I can thank you notification like it usually does, because I make little, like, thank you videos for everyone that gets things from me on Throne. So I think now I
need to get
can.
back
So
to
everybody
doing
should
this.
get your videos now.
Oh. I gotta get back to doing those. I kind of got overwhelmed. I'm very thankful for my community.
Yeah, no,
I'm with
yeah,
that.
very much so. Very much so. And thank you for the hype train, everybody. Thank you so much. But
Best. Thank you, Mr.
But we got to talk about Prison Tower Earth. So just to start,
Yeah.
I just like this video was like shock when I was watching it for the first time, because they just kept adding layers. At first it was like, you know, the moon hollow, Earth fake, the sun a mechanism. I'm like, all right, are we gonna like
firing it off left and right? I was like,
expand on that maybe? And then they're like, level 2 giants, level 3 the Clockwork Civilization, level 4 the Black Mirror dimension. It's like, how do you know this? Like, where's this coming from?
The Clockwork Race, I gotta share this. D&D stuff here. These are called the Inevitables.
Oh,
And they're
that's a good
a
name.
very high-level monster. They're all about maintaining the law and keeping the seal away. You know, basically, literally like kind of what was being said there.
Yeah.
They all come in all sorts of different shapes, but literally they're like the law and order robots, essentially,
Okay.
automatons. And they're called Clockwork and everything, and they're on a different plane of existence. So
I think I'm actually
my
playing.
brain just was like,
Yeah, I think I'm playing in a setting soon that has them in it as one of the factions, actually, because I'm gonna be in a very large game that's one campaign across 3 tables with 15 players, and I think that's one of the factions.
whoa, that's gonna be wild.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. But okay, so I just gotta say, I think Prison Tower Earth is the coolest thing ever, because they threw everything in there. They threw the whole kitchen sink at it. They were like, yeah, it's all real. Everything you've ever heard. It's the most real thing of all time, right?
That was kind of and I, you know, feel how you want about this guy, I do too, but this is kind of like the Mr. Beast video of conspiracies, with how fast everything came at you in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, I made a.
I'm going to prove to you that the world is a tower in the next 10 seconds.
I have like such a fun relationship with Mr. Beast videos. I posted about this on Twitter yesterday, actually, if you want to go see it.
I
Ironically
did
enough.
see a little video.
Yeah.
Of it, yeah.
It's so funny. I don't watch Mr. Beast, but he comes across my recommended, and I think the best way to engage with Mr. Beast content is just see a thumbnail every once in a while and assume he's actually doing that in real life. Because his thumbnails will be like him next to a clone of himself, or him like owning the pyramids, right? It's just like, I like to imagine he's unlocking the secrets of the universe every few months, and it just like happens in the background. He's like, oh yeah, he went and did that.
I can just imagine, like, oh, this is a thought. Which Mr. Beast thumbnail is real and which one isn't?
Yeah.
You'd be shocked how many people believe it. Oh, anyway.
Yeah, that's a banger.
I also do slap with this. It's incredibly unbelievable, but it's one that I want to be in another dimension or plane of existence where this kind of is, but we know about it. and we're like constantly trying to climb out. Like, again, I want to be in this in a D&D like setting. I'm gonna make that comparison a lot. I want to experience this in a fantasy and fight the Titans, and then the Inevitables, and then find out who made it. And then
That's the thing is like,
and then what is the tower made of?
within this one conspiracy, we just got introduced to like 3 new factions that we can like go to war with. Like that's pretty radical.
Yeah, radical skedaddle.
I'd say so.
Yeah, I slap with this so hard. I think this is like top tier.
Oh yeah, I put it right in
Even
radical.
if it is
I put
the
it
most, like,
right there.
unbelievable.
Easy peasy. Next up is the Weatherman retail collusion conspiracy. This is the idea that weathermen are colluding with big retail stores. They give forecasts that are consistently inaccurate, and they're blared over store intercoms, right? So that people go and buy more supplies from the grocery stores.
I've heard this before. Because let's be real, the weatherman is the one job in the world where you can be making constant mistakes and have the worst accuracy rating and still have a job.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if I worked in the schools and as a teacher I had like an 80% success rate, I'd be fired right then and there.
Yeah, no.
Meanwhile, this
think,
weatherman
like,
has a 40% and he's like the best weatherman because he's charismatic.
Yeah, the best one we got. I think what's funny about this one is I do tend to like the conspiracy theories that require a lot more people to lie than it doesn't. Right? Like, it'd be easier to do anything else. And so in this case, it's like, oh yeah, every retail store is working with the weatherman, and like, just to sell like more shovels, they've managed to lie to you about the weather forever. Like, it's so out of proportion with like the benefit they get from doing it that I think it's really funny.
I didn't think about that, but you're right. Like, every store manager, every weatherman. Yeah.
It's just like the benefit they'd get out of it wouldn't matter, like, compared to lying about the entire weather.
Yeah, like, what do you do when you have that one person who's ready to leak the info? It's like, well, terminate them, put them out in a snowstorm, put them out in the fake snow.
Yeah, the fake snow. You know, though, I will say, I think there is a point here. Like, I'm sure this happened at least once, right? In like a small town somewhere. I'm sure this happened at least once between like a local weather station and some shop where they're like, hey, why don't you, I'll slip you a 20, put some rain on the forecast, right? Or put a storm coming in and maybe hitting us. Like if there was a storm that was nearby, but the weatherman didn't think it was going to hit the town, right? But they slip him some money, and maybe now it's going to hit the town, and people want to come out and buy their bread and milk, you know? I could see it happening.
Hey, Jeff, gotta say, sales have been a little low lately, so maybe you, here's a 40. Maybe you can make it look like it's gonna have a heavy snowstorm tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
That a lot.
Yeah. Because, like, they don't even have to go extreme with it.
Shit! And there goes my throw. Oh, man.
They could take a storm.
About that. That's funny.
Yeah, they could take like a storm that's like skirting the area, but the weatherman doesn't expect it to hit, and then they just like, you know, influence it a little bit. Where they're like, I'll just pretend like it's gonna hit, you know?
Yeah, I think that's kind of fun.
I think it's kind of fun.
It's kind of the Colonel Sanders, where it's like it's a little more grounded. There's a little bit of physicality because we know the people. There's people there for it, or maybe it's kind of like where oh, you know, it's right there with the fast food. Conspiracy. Same thing.
Agree.
Everybody's in on it.
Yeah, I agree. Where it's like like I'm sure this one happened somewhere, but yeah. Oh, geez.
Making me think now any other jobs that would have that sort of conspiracy. Actually, I got one for you right away, which is of course the whole why every year we have to upgrade iPhones or stuff like that.
Yep.
Or I mean, there's some truth behind that though.
All right, next up we got one of the big ones. One of the big ones with the iconic image.
Holy shit!
The iconic image.
Is getting Thanos snapped one layer at a time.
The skeleton waves. You ever get hit by the way?
Slowly Thanos snap them.
By the way, just gotta point out, love that the scary 5G radiation is coming from a Motorola Razr and is turning this child into skeleton dust.
Oh no, that's just a fucking Bond villain item right there. Holy smokes.
Yeah, this is the conspiracy that 5G towers cause cancer among 20,000 other things. I mean, the thing is, it's kind of like an open-ended theory, right? Because they're like, oh, maybe it causes cancer. It also mind control sometimes, depending on who you ask, right? So,
Yep.
there's a lot of different ones. A lot of different ones to this. I think it's cool that 4G didn't, but 5G does. I think that's probably pretty cool. But
And don't get us started on the new Cat 8 cables that we use now.
oh no, not those.
Yeah. And we're moving to 6G pretty soon.
Yeah, imagine 6G. Imagine 6G, how bad that's going to be.
Causes MPreg.
Yeah, I do think like what's it called? Like, you know, this is this one kind of sucks, right? Because like if this is true, we're all just getting cooked, right? So in a world where this is true,
Yeah, slowly but surely.
yeah, we're all just getting cooked. I will say that like I don't think like it's 5G causes cancer or anything like that, right? But I could see this being our lead. Like, or something, or like our Mercury, our generation's lead or Mercury, where we like way down the line, we're like, huh, yeah, it turns out having the radiation devices to your head wasn't a good idea. Like, turns out that carrying around phones in your pocket wasn't a good idea. I can see that. Like, I don't think we have that information now by any chance, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's our lead in the future.
I could see it, you know, because I've witnessed, I forget where, but I had seen some tests that were held where it was like keeping a phone next to like some sort of organic matter for a very long period of time. And like, hey, we got nothing out of this, no cancer cells, yada yada. It's like, yeah, it's very controlled.
Yeah.
But you need like actual 20-year. You need a lot more testing. Yeah.
Yep. I could see it like being a very fringe thing, like 40 years down the line, like our generation, you know, as we age, like later on, it's like, oh yeah, it turns out the incidence of, you know, I don't know, ball cancer among the, among like the older millennials or younger millennials or something was a little bit higher. And it's like, yeah, maybe it was, we were carrying stuff in our pockets all the time. Who knows? Also, thanks for the follow, Beast of Ragnarok. That's a
what a name!
What an appropriate name for today.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do get worse from the sun on a daily basis, so I don't think it actually matters. I just like to think of it as the same way I'd think of like we're gonna get into the lead one. I think that's coming later, maybe. But it's the same idea as lead, where it's like, yeah, it turns out that thing that was in everything wasn't good for us, and we didn't realize till too late. But I don't think it's this. I think this is silly.
What about routers though? Because routers have 2.4 and also optional 5G.
Yeah.
Does that mean our routers is in our homes?
We're gonna be. No. What it means is when we're born, like new children that are born are gonna have their own Wi-Fi signals. they're gonna be hotspots.
Oh man. It's a scary thought, and I think you're right. It makes me think of like eggs are good for you. No, eggs cause cancer. Eggs are good for you again.
Right.
Now they have some studies that's changed so much.
The back and forth, and that's what happens a lot. But I will say this, I think this is a non-controversial thing, is like maybe don't live under high tension power lines or directly next to a electric substation. Maybe that's not the best.
Yeah, I know rent's very cheap there, but get out of there as soon as you can. Get what you can and then move on.
Yeah. It's like, you know, maybe don't spend your life directly under a power cable or something.
But that's where I siphon my power. That's how I cheat on my power bill.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like if depicted in the image where it's a razor shooting out rays that turn people into skeletons, that's like pretty messed up. I don't know. I think this one doesn't entertain me that much. I'm not like super entertained by this one personally.
Just crises pain. I agree. I can see it's my turn to the Xbox.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna put this in Chuck E. Cheese tier personally.
It's also making me think I want to get a Nokia brick phone.
I do.
Like, it just gives cancer rays.
This is my cancer ray device. Yeah.
Oh my God. Harley Quinn, you gave him cancer.
I was thinking about that too. Harley Quinn, you gave me cancer. Oh. I gotta go home to my wife.
Oh no! Well, if you ever see me carrying a Nokia phone, walk away from me because I'm doing some bad experiments.
Yeah.
Whew.
Okay. Fungus universe. Next one.
Fungus! Ooh!
So this is the idea that
heard
like
this, but for some reason I'm very interested.
yeah, this is the idea that like fungi and fungus is the source of life in the universe. It's everywhere. It's in our atmosphere. They can survive in space, in the deep sea. Apparently, this person who sent this to me claimed, I didn't look into this, that they have an outer shell that lets them reflect ultraviolet light, suggesting an evolutionary necessity, even though the Earth's atmosphere does this too already. So I wouldn't be surprised by this, right? This is like almost like panspermia, the idea that like certain bacteria and stuff came from other planets and then ended up on Earth, like on asteroids and stuff. Probably a very similar idea. I think this has like a good shot of being real. Like there probably is space fungus.
I mean, microorganisms like this are doesn't even have to be mold, but anything when it's broken down to like a microorganismic scale, it's a building block of life. I mean, these are gonna seem more like, you know, fungi. We're talking, you know, yeasts and molds and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it. These are usually what are breaking things down.
Mm-hmm.
So who is to say they're not also what can build things up? I mean, they break down stuff to return it to fungi.
Yeah.
So what if, yeah, everything is fungi, but it's just returning back to its basic form?
Yeah, and fungus are weird anyway. Like fungi is like a weird life form that's like, you know, it's like we think a lot about plant and animals, and then we kind of think about that on the side, but it's like kind of weird. So it's like I wouldn't be super surprised.
This little inconspicuous enzyme over here. Ooh.
Ooh. But how cool is it?
It's you know what it is? It's memento mori.
Yeah.
Yeah, memento mori is remember all things must die.
True.
Must perish. Fungi is just the memento mori of things. My source.
Yeah, it is the cycle.
Exactly.
The enablers of the cycle, maybe.
You know, Disney taught us the circle of life. Where was the fungi part in all of that?
Yeah. Where's the stinky fungus part of life?
Yeah.
Well, what are you thinking on this one?
Unus Annus is another one. It's interesting, but it's kind of just like a basic fact. It's nothing to hide.
Yeah.
There's nothing that we have to talk around. It's more of just like, I believe this.
Right,
that doesn't change anything. It doesn't create new discussions. It doesn't... I'm gonna be real, it's kind of bottom for me in the terms
You
of
think
it's
so?
Like, it's interesting, but it doesn't give me much to chew. It's just a like, huh, neat.
Yeah, I think like personal bias, I would put it down here too, I think. But like the bias in the way of like, I don't like fungus. So I don't want it to be like important, right? I'm like, no, I want like us to be important because we're cool. I don't want fungus to be important. I want to be like special.
I don't want to go back to Last of Us.
Yeah, that stuff's stinky.
I will say though, like, it's interesting on a scientific level. But the thing that makes conspiracy theories so much fun is that they're wild. They make you think, and they talk about, well, how did they hide this? Well, what if that? Well, what about the people around it? Well, who is getting on the chopping block because, you know, there's a lot of social spheres and constructs. This is cool, but this is just kind of like a new scientific discovery. It's like, oh, so this is how we work instead.
Yeah,
and I know you could also argue, oh, well, this is how the world works instead. We're talking like global space and all that and other life forms. That, you know, the other Earth stuff where this out works opens up other possibilities. This is
a conspiracy where if it were true, you'd see it in an article on the news and you'd go to work that day. You'd be like, damn, and then go to work.
Yeah, not a bad thing. Just,
Yeah, it's not like life altering, so. Oh, geez. The gnomes.
Oh, geez, Scoob.
So yeah, this was submitted as the Great Gnomish Conspiracy. The idea is they control everything behind the scenes, and their small size lets them move unseen through tunnels and stuff, right, under the ground, because they're very small, right, appearing in gardens. And some of them are so ancient that they can play the long game because they live forever.
Right.
Yeah, the deep gnome state.
People, the mole people, the gnome people, the whole hidden underground race that runs stuff. Those are fun.
Yeah, like lizard people.
Like
yeah, mole people.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Rat Man.
Yep. And the crazy thing is, I saw like I've seen something downstream of the Great Gnomish Conspiracy because, you know, like how there's different holiday gnomes, right? Like there's Christmas gnomes for like decorations. So when I was at a Christmas party this year, somebody I know was just running around like joke panicking, but like kind of very excited because there was suddenly a really big gnome that got brought to the party. And she was like, every time she was like, we need to find the queen of the gnomes because once there's one, there's more. And she was like running around yelling that and saying that like once you bring one gnome into the house, like 10 more come. And she was like going like freaking out about it. And I was like, whoa, like what's going on here?
Clearly the believer has been spotted.
A believer.
I kind of like this because this is gonna sound silly. I'd want to make friends with one. I'd want to be like, hey, if you're controlling things, like you're not doing bad. There's stuff we can do better on. You want a cookie? Like, what could the gnome do to you?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I take the opposite route where I'm saying like I like it also because that would mean that the great controllers are something I can punt across a field, and that's pretty exciting, right? Is like
you could just go like,
yeah, your great enemy is something you can field goal kick. That's awesome.
Yeah, it'd be like we have alien invaders, but they're only 2 feet tall. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yo, fuckle the knuckle. Let's go. I got a gun. I'm ready to go. Like. Whereas, you know, like, oh, it's actually alien, you know, the xenomorphs. I'm like, oh,
yeah, like it'd suck if there was an alien controlling the world and they ended up being like a 13-foot tall predator. It's like, damn it, like what am I supposed to do?
I guess, well, you know, here's what we'll do. I'll try my political route first. I'll see if we can make friends with them. If all else fails, you can be the Scliminator.
Okay. I think what I want to put in high because like what I imagine is like if this came out, right? If it was true and it came out that gnomes were controlling everything, there would be like a great gnome hunt, right? Like I just imagine that they'd all be running around making little silly gnome noises. They'd be like, ooh, ooh, and everyone would be like running around and catching them in nets and stuff. And it'd be like a great hunt. Like I think it'd be so fun.
It's that episode of the early episode of The Simpsons where they had the yearly snake hunt.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just went back 30 years. I feel so old.
Yeah, they'd be making silly noises and just be chasing them around, putting them in bags.
It'd be hilarious. Yeah, like I like that too. Nets and bags. You know, we're trying not to be, you know, gnome genocide. We're first starting off at just gnome, the gnome offense.
Yeah, the gnome effect. We're going to capture them all. We're going to get them all.
Gotta catch them all. Boy, Pokemon sure got really weird. I choose you, Nomachu.
There'd be like 5 gnomes in a trench coat trying to sneak past you, and you'd be like, wait a second.
Oh, I'll tell you what, all the short stack Midna lovers are gonna have a field day if we find out what the female ones look like.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. I like this one. Yeah,
I like it a lot.
It doesn't feel. I'm not one who's into like existential dread that much. I get it.
Yeah.
This is kind of a sillier, not even existential, just a sillier truth that, yeah, if true, we can buckle up. We can take back.
Yeah, I think it's like the best of all worlds where it's like whimsical. It's like something that impacts everything on a big scale. But if it were true, it's whimsical enough that it'd be fun to deal with. And I think that's like the best, right?
Yeah. No, I'm so with you on that. I always like whimsy at the end of the day.
Speaking of whimsy, this one's great. Dinosaurs didn't go extinct. They're just really fast. The idea that they just got faster. The reason we don't see them is because they're moving at very fast speeds, and that's also why cryptids are blurry. Is because they're moving fast like dinosaurs.
They're just really fucking fast.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah, they saw the meteor and they never stopped running.
I can't with that. That's so silly. I'm just seeing him. You heard? Oh,
Fast dinosaur moving at very high speed. Very high speed.
What? I mean, that just means that your Power Rangers, the Xeno, the Megazord.
This would be the worst thing ever to deal with. Like, could you imagine if a fast dinosaur existed and they were like teleporting all around like Dragon Ball Z? They're like flash stepping behind you with their dinosaurs. That's the worst thing ever.
Hey everybody, Velociraptor here.
Yeah. It makes like the Dragon Ball Z like tweep sound where they teleport. Like, yeah. Velocity Raptor.
Velocity Raptor, yeah. Everybody in Sclim, what is your favorite dinosaur? Mine's a Triceratops.
I like the armored ones.
Know.
I like the armored ones. I forget the one. I like the one with like the ball tail and it's like armored. It's pretty cool.
Oh, Ankylosaurus.
Yeah, Ankylosaurus, yeah.
Sclimbo's not a dinosaur.
Rawr.
Raptor Jesus? What, you mean Velocipaster?
Oh, fair. Been a long time since I heard that.
Yeah. I watched out Nova last year. I always like the Triceratops, and I blame Power Rangers.
Yeah, I blame
like
Power
the blue
Rangers.
One. I like the nerdy one. You know, he had the blue Triceratops. Yeah.
Yeah, Triceratops.
Yomi count as a dinosaur. Oi.
Are you a dinosaur?
I may be old, but oi.
I'm just asking.
No, you stop that.
Oh, okay.
But okay, I
was gonna say, gotta be sure. Gotta be sure. Okay, so how do we rank fast dinosaurs?
This is so silly.
It's silly, but it's so threatening.
It's so threatening. Like, that spontaneous combustion is not a thing. It just is somebody who got ran over by a dinosaur.
Yeah, all the missing 411s are velociraptors getting hungry. I think it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool, but insanely threatening. Insanely threatening.
Insanely threatening. I mean, it does mean that, like, they've quelled their appetite in a way, because, let's be real, like, a T-Rex moving at the speed of sound, I mean, speed of light, like, we'd be losing, like, 20 people in the city in a moment.
Oh, yeah, that'd be really bad. It'd be really bad. Maybe they've, like... Oh, maybe they they filter feed or something, right? So they just leave their mouths open and just like bugs go in because they're so fast. They end up eating like a biomass of bugs every day.
Oh, yeah, like a whale in the... Wait, yeah. I see it.
Yeah.
That's why we...
Like a really fast whale.
Truth is, everybody, we are the reason we don't have bugs completely overtake the world, like, you know, why there's not flies and mosquitoes everywhere all the time, like we see those little locust hordes, they get contained by the dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly. We should thank them, if anything.
I'll give up a newborn to a T-Rex every once in a while if it means having to be bug-free.
Yeah. All right, next up. I think this is my favorite concept on the list because I've thought about this concept a lot, and this is my favorite type of story too. So this is the idea that humans are weapons. We weren't original. We were made by alien races to fight in their wars. We are stronger and faster and just better than aliens in general, right? Like, we are the threatening species. And then they abandoned us when we were too dangerous. So, yeah, exactly. I love this because I've always thought about sci-fi. And, you know how in sci-fi humans are like the jack of all trades, and then you have races like in Mass Effect, you'll have the Krogans. What if we were the Krogans?
Oh, yeah.
What if everyone's weaker than
Mass
us?
Effect lover. Hello.
Oh, yeah. Big, any sci-fi. But, like, what if we were the Wookiees? What if we were the Krogans? Like as far as space goes, we're the scary, strong, dumb species. I love that concept.
We survived the genophage.
Yeah, I love that concept. Like, you'll read stories sometimes that are like, you know, fanfic or fiction writing prompts of humans just being like the scariest thing ever. That's my favorite concept.
Yeah. Like in
I love it.
I'm trying to think, like, even in like tabletop games, I know I go back to the lot. The humans is the most malleable race. They just they can just kind of make them into anything. I had a way I wrote around that where I made it where like humans are actually more of the charisma based ones, and most aliens find that humans are way too coded into wanting to reproduce with everything. But like, you guys have no standards. You guys are kind of the scummy ones, not scummy, but like you guys are the weird ones of the universe. That was a good way of writing around it.
Yeah,
I like this. It's like we said with the gnomes. It gives us power.
It does, and I really like this idea that how I've always thought about it is like, if you imagine other aliens evolved from like prey species, right? Like, you know, and they've survived by like huddling together and like avoiding combat, and then they meet humans and they're like, humans evolved from what? And we're just like sprinting around, ripping things in half, just eating them. You know, we're just like throwing things in fire, eating them, just eating other animals and stuff like that. Like, we're freaks. I love that idea.
Same. Yo, what up, Jason?
Hey, what's up, Jason? Welcome.
So we put out the last part.
Allow me. The project was deemed a failure and left abandoned when a team researcher was killed 2,000 plus years ago.
Oh,
yeah, so what? I'm a failure, but I'm still a badass.
That's oh, okay, I get it. I didn't get it until now. That's him.
Oh, humans are just space orcs. More Daka.
Yeah, we are. I'd love that. That would be my favorite. I'd be so happy if I went into space and everything else was like a little scrawny alien and they were like, you know, huge nerds, right? And they had really good brains and we were just like 3 times bigger than everything else, and like they were scared of us because, you know, it's one of those things where you never know how we would be seen outside of our universe. So you could imagine being like, wait, they like split the atom and then used it to like blow each other up. Like, what are you talking about? That's what? Like, we're just monsters.
Those savages.
Yeah.
That's true too, because like we always say like, oh, 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet, whatever. For all we know, like with other alien races, that could be a pebble or that could be a titan to them.
Yeah.
Like, who is to say what the sides are? There could be an entire ancient alien civilization like on a blade of grass.
Yep, absolutely. It's just like I like the idea that we came out of like every other planet did not have as harsh of an environment as we did, even though we don't see it as like that harsh. To them, it's just like, you can't live in that atmosphere. Like, we tank poisons and stuff like that, and we're just way less frail.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah, it'd be so cool. It'd be so cool.
Also, props to the cover here. It gives me like early 90s Highlander vibes.
Yeah. Or one of those books that you see in like CVS.
Yeah, CVS or the Scholastic Book Fair, something like that.
Yeah, we breathe a flammable substance.
Oxygen.
Yeah.
What the? Oh my god! Oh.
I want to be scary. I want to be scary to aliens. I think that'd be the best outcome possible, is them to be really freaked out by us and be like, oh, those guys don't go there. Like, I've seen some writing prompts about you don't know until the end of the writing prompt, but they're written from like other aliens' perspectives, and they talk about an area of space that you should not go to. It's like banned for travel, and it's our area of space.
Oh.
And they're like, yeah, it's like the Wild West out there. Don't go there.
Wait, that's kind of amazing.
Yeah. See, I'm on board with this concept. This is, in my mind, this is S tier.
I'm with you on that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Sorry, I gotta wear a hat for this. It just feels a little more appropriate.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, so this is like a more minor one, but it turned out there was a big rabbit hole here, but I think it got solved. The theory was that glitter, the fun product, is actually a radar absorbing material used in like war. Like, it's used in like radar coding and plane coding, so it avoids radar and like stuff like that, right? That it's actually like a controlled substance, glitter. And the reason why I took this screenshot is because there was a video.
Yeah,
And
isn't that just Metal Gear Solid's chaff grenade?
a little bit, yeah, because like chaff is a thing, and it's apparently some stuff that's like downstream of glitter or upstream of glitter is used in stealth coating. I think glitter apparently was invented from somebody trying to make coatings for like planes, not stealth at the time, but it was something like that. But the part I really like is there was a video about it, and it was like a 26-minute expose on if this was a thing or not, because apparently GlitterX, which is one of the like biggest sellers of glitter, would not name who their top client was. And they said it's classified, but the way they phrased it was because they don't want anyone to know that it is glitter. And I'm like, all right, no way that's real, right? Like no way a customer service rep said it that way on the phone.
They just gave away the Krabby Patty secret formula.
Yeah, they're like, they don't want you to know what it is, right? It's like, all right, they're not talking like that. Let's be real. But
Yeah, because I was very big on Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. And I've always remembered the chaff grenade. You know, it's like just little aluminum strips that
Yep.
fuse and messed with radars. And I was always like, that's just a glitter bomb.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, I'm sure that there are military applications of glitter. I think what turned out to be the case was it wasn't the military that was like the big buyer. It ended up being like the boating industry or something. That was like the big secret buyer of glitter that they were trying to hide for some reason. But that could just be like a cover for submarines or something. Who knows?
Yeah, true. Oh, God, yeah, underwater radar. Let's not even go there. That's...
Yeah, complicated.
Don't get me ever in a submarine. That is a nightmare. Ugh.
Yeah, they're scary.
This is another one of those, like, neat. Kind of like the fungi thing where
Right.
there's not much to do with this. It's not much to eat off of this.
I'm even going to put it in
I
Chuck E.
believe it.
Cheese because I don't think it's like that conspiracy-y. It's like, yeah, the reflecting material
Yeah, I didn't even say
is good
Xbox,
at
but
radar. Like, yeah, probably.
Yeah. I mean, it is neat, though. It kind of makes me happy to see how, you know, things I like from fictional media have truth to them.
Yeah.
The Marines sprinkle glitters on them? Yeah, Jason.
The glitter marines.
Whoa, now here's a step up. The camo paint that they put on their face has small particles of glitter in it, too.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so they can't get picked up by radar. Human radar.
Yeah! Yeah!
Do we have human radar? Do we have the thing? Yeah, I know we have like thermal vision, but like, do we have the thing that it's in every sci-fi where it's like, I'm picking up one life sign? Like, do we have that?
Oh, I don't know. Like, I would imagine that the radar would sweep and hit the heat signatures, and you'd be like, I pick up 3 heat signatures? But I mean, that could be like 2 humans and the attack dog. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have the heartbeat sensor yet. Maybe we're getting there. I don't know.
Well, the day will come where everybody is injected with a tiny like neural, what do we call it? A tiny machine. It's like a tiny little nanobot inside all of us to have identities. And we'll just have people who are using those to pick up on us.
Yeah, they'll like hack them and take out like the radio signature or something.
Yeah, give it 10 more years. Every child is going to need to be inserted with a tiny nanobot.
Yeah. Here's a low stakes one. Cats are evolving. The research showing cats see humans as other cats mean they're instinctively attempting to reach our level. The hows, whys, and wheres are all being ignored. For some reason, scientists are plain ignoring this. Effects of the infamous toxoplasmosis, perhaps. This is the idea that cats are starting to, like, you know, pictures of cats walking on 2 feet and, like, using stuff and learning how to open things. Like, they're getting better.
I've been seeing more videos of that, too. I kind of believe... Because we can domesticate creatures.
Yeah.
You know, there are particular creatures that, you know what? Fine, Maxwell, you're with us for this one. There are particular animals.
Oh yeah, Maxwell.
That were like, yeah. What is like foxes? There were particular breeds of dogs that were like based on foxes. We've just taught them over time. They've been domesticated. So, cats. Who is to say they couldn't domesticate themselves in certain ways?
Yeah. I mean, it would make sense, right? Like if cats, it's kind of like an evolutionary thing with dogs too, right? Like where self-selecting for traits that were like better for human companionship gave dogs like the biggest leg up ever, right? Like they became a better or more efficient species by doing that, in terms of survival and stuff. So it would make sense if like cats were following that path too.
Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, they're gonna take us over in 5 years.
I think they might need a little more than that, but yeah, somewhere down the line.
I'm a cat person. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. Cats and dogs, both great. You know, a lot of animals. I want to get a lizard sometime this year, but
Lizard.
lizard. They
There it is.
they're on it. There's something these cats are on, or they're doing, or they might even have a small secret society. They might rule
Maybe.
something. I mean, that movie Cats and Dogs. There could be some.
Yep.
truth to that. I do think that there is some form of communication they have.
Yeah, probably.
The craziest thing I've seen cats doing now is like getting their paws around a doorknob and like actually turning the doorknob.
Yep. I've seen there's some cats where like in my downstairs there we have a couple cats, right? My person who lives downstairs, and those cats have learned to like there's like not a sliding door but like a collapsing door, and they've learned to get their paws under it and grab it and pull it towards them to open the like S sliding door. And so there needs to be like a blocker now.
It's also why when you're on the laptop and a cat closes the laptop on you, they're not doing that for attention. They know you're getting closer to their secrets.
Yeah, they want you to touch grass too. They're like, no looking.
Yeah. Get on out there, please, come on.
Please.
I don't think they actually would be evil though, too. I think they're just like they want
Indifferent.
to be part more of society. They want to do more.
Yeah, I think they'd be pretty indifferent.
Yes.
I don't think they'd be bad overlords. I think they'd just be kind of like lazy overlords.
Yeah. Maybe the day will come where we could have a cat politician. Wait, I think there is like a mayor of a town that's a cat.
Yeah, they have like, well, in Japan, they have train station managers that are cats. So that's something you can do for sure. There's many new opportunities.
Wait, here it is. In Talkeetna, Alaska, there was the famous cat Stubbs, who held the title of mayor for 20 years, 1997 to 2017.
Oh, wow.
No official political. They serve as fun, beloved figures, often elected as protest. This is cute! There was a couple. Yeah, they were just like... Apparently they were being for protest votes, which I'm not going to get too deep into, but like, I like the idea of that.
Yeah, that's sick. What do you think about cats conspiracy that they're evolving? Where do we put this here?
Well, first off, I like that we have Meow Mix Mondays from now on.
Yeah, Mix Mondays. What do we do?
Yeah. But second, it's pretty cool. There's not like a lot you can do with this, but the implications that would have in the future is very cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mr. Meow Mix, can you help me do my homework?
Oh, true. I guess, yeah, they could like help out with stuff.
Yeah. Who needs AI companions? You have a cat. I kind of
I
like
think,
that, middle of the road.
Yeah, middle of the road. Because I think like the thing is, I think dogs are just further down that line. So I think that like, I think dogs will get there first and give us cooler opportunities, but cats will eventually get there, right?
I have a sad confession to make then, if that's the case.
What's that?
I truly have a tragedy. Which, I'm so sorry, Sclimbo, but I'm allergic to dogs.
No! Oh no!
Yeah.
That's just like that movie Cats of Dogs and Dogs we referenced earlier. No!
No! Yeah, it's not extreme. I can deal with the dogs for a short bit, but yeah, like most dogs, I have a bit of like a
Oh, I gotcha.
Oddly enough though, Huskies, you know, one of the fluffiest dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Huskies don't trigger for me.
That's because they're good. That's because they're really good.
They are.
Anyway, do you like
What
my
dog
skin?
am I looking at?
Do you like my skin?
My body itches now just looking at this. Oh God.
Yep.
Why am
That's
I looking
me.
at this?
This is human skin as a parasite. Skin is actually a parasite that attached itself to humans in early stages of evolution.
Oh my god, kill it with fire. I no longer want my skin.
Yeah, I hate this. I also like how this plays into the idea that, like, you know how people always say release the skeleton inside of you? Now that feels like an ancestral memory.
Huh. Yeah, maybe, you know how if something is safe for a long enough time, you know, it might get weaker?
Mm-hmm.
What if the muscles in our body used to be so dense and strong and tough? You know, that was truly was our original outside. But because we've had, you know, this human skin parasite for God knows how long, our mushy insides became, well, more mushy and they're more sensitive. Because they've never had a reason to, just like working your muscles, they've never had to work keeping that up.
That's true. I mean, even if it is a parasite, though, it's kind of only been beneficial. You know? Like, skin's kind of great. Protects you from stuff. Doesn't really ask much.
True.
So.
The only thing that it does for me that's bad is it costs me money every 6 months when I have to go to my dermatologist.
Yeah. But besides that, I mean,
does
like,
that mean the dermatologists know? Does that mean dermatologists actually have more alien insight than Area 51?
Yeah. It's like you go to the dermatologist and you're like, oh, there's like a mark on my back, and you take a look at it, and then like the dermatologist goes, yeah, sure, pulls your shirt up, and there's just a face like goes like, like, right? But only they see it. Only they see it.
Oh no! Yeah, they're the ones who have a contract with the parasites.
Yeah. I will say this beautiful image was created by Duntham in chat. This beautiful moisturize me image of my skin. Thank you for that.
Duntham, I hate you, but I love you. I don't know what you deserve for this, but it's definitely something. Don't smile at me! Giggle smile!
So I gotta say, hate this theory. I want to put it down here because I don't want to think about there being a parasite on me at all times. Don't want to think about that.
No, I agree. Dermatologists
Don't want to think about that.
Caretakers for the parasite overlords. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh, a cephalopod one. Yeah.
Next up is the theory everyone knows about, that cephalopods arrived on Earth via meteors, and they're aliens. They're not from this planet.
You know, I could actually believe, like, you know, it doesn't like clash with anything. Because let's be real, like 95% of the living organisms in the water we haven't ever seen.
They're also like, they're really weird, right? Like cephalopods, especially octopi, are like really weird and really smart, and they do a bunch of weird stuff. I mean, the thing is, I think we do have like a pretty clear evolution line, I think, of octopi. So like, we know where they came from, but they are weird, that's for sure.
I want to believe this one.
I'd like to.
That's the funny thing. I like it. I don't have a ton to add to it. But it's mostly because it's like, it's harmless. It kind of makes a lot of sense. I mean, because let's be real, they're probably, it could be more than just the octopi. I mean, all the way back when we go to the primordial soup, or, you know, like, there's one thing. After millions of years of evolution, anything can adapt to its environment. So when the dinosaurs were killed off, that meteor could have carried some other race, other creatures with them, and like, we can kind of adapt to. Wait. When the meteor landed, it destroyed and damaged the ozone layer, but it did so in a controlled way because the meteor was a spaceship carrying over other extraterrestrial races. So it terraformed our planet, wiping out 99% of the creatures, thus being the dinosaurs. And actually, most of the life we have now is from that meteor.
Yeah, yeah, like the dinosaurs went down and like the spaceship meteor opens, right? And then like octopi come out and then like the platypus comes out because that's weird too. And then there's something you wouldn't expect. Like, you know, I'm trying to think of like what would be a good example that comes out and you're just like, oh, that's weird. Like an elephant or something. You're like, huh, didn't expect that one. But yeah.
Humans!
Yeah,
Just
and then we
humans,
come
that's-
out.
that was it,
Let's go.
Oh, man! All right, did I just make up my own conspiracy?
I think we did. Sclimbo was the original person. What are you talking about?
All right, I'm gonna crack one open for that one. That's amazing.
That's a good one.
Patty the platypus! Oh,
How you feeling? This one.
I actually was just about to say, I need to go to the little Slimbet's room after this.
Okay, we can take an ad break.
Yeah. So, like, on the one hand, this kind of hits the whole, like, it doesn't add a lot, which we mostly had the Chuck E. Cheese pizza ones there, where it's just like, there's not a lot you can do with this info.
I agree with that.
But there's some hype with it, and you could cook up, like, other historical things from it, so you could research a bit, but...
I'll keep it here for now. It's not super exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, how does is 4 minutes enough for a little break?
More than enough.
All
I
right.
just gotta go to the potty and refill my water, which all of you should too. You should all stretch your leggies. You should all
Yup.
do a little bit of good stuff for yourself.
We always do this.
Right.
We'll be back. Oh, yeah. We'll be back in 4 minutes. Everyone take a little stretch, take a little hydration, have a little snack, and we will be right back here. Stick around and we'll see you on the... Oh, hey, Harry.
Oh, Harry!
Oh, no. Right before ads. Hey, what's up, Harry? We didn't go to ads yet.
Just
We didn't go to
about
ads
to take
yet.
a little potty break.
We're about to. Welcome in. Hope your stream went well. We're about to go to ads to go to the bathroom and stuff. But we'll be right back in 4 minutes. Raiders, I'm Sclimbo. This is Yomi. We got to go to the little Sclimbo and Slimbet's room.
We love you, Harry. Thank you.
Love you, Harry. All right, we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Be right back. 4 minutes. All of you, get up and move around a little bit.
Yep, BRB.
But don't go anywhere. Don't leave us. Yeah. Be back. Bye-bye.
All right, welcome back. Yomi, you back?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Just in
Yeah.
time. Both of us.
I got a little snack right now.
Nice. Yeah, we got the cheese
I've
vault.
got
Protein-packed cookie butter granola. 17
Ooh.
grams of protein, barely any sodium, barely any of that sort of, saturated fats or sugars, good amount of iron, even a touch of calcium, potassium.
Yup.
They're the good stuff.
Well, speaking of yummy little
little
snacks,
Ooh,
do you have the
cheese!
government cheese caves?
The cheese! Hi, Vera.
Hey, Vera, what's going on? All right, Yomi, are you
wait,
familiar with
so-
this?
I've heard about this, that there's just, I was gonna say buckets, but it's certainly more than that, just oodles of cheese.
Yeah.
Nothing
so,
but cheese.
As Chad is saying, yes, this is not a conspiracy. This is real. This is a real thing. But the reason I put it in here is because it's not exactly what people think. From what I've seen, it's not exactly what people think nowadays. It used to be more of a thing. So just to clear up the air on the cheese caves. So yeah, we used to have, I guess at one point, the US government was buying surplus of, I think, milk and various other cow products to subsidize farmers and was converting it into cheese and storing it in massive cheese vaults. And there was like millions of pounds of this stuff. And it was one of the reasons behind the whole like got milk campaign and trying to increase dairy consumption was to offload all this cheese. But I guess at some point we either used a lot of the cheese or it got transferred into private ownership. So there are, I think, still government cheese caves, but not as many.
Privately owned cheese!
Yeah.
Literally, we are taking the cheese tax meme and turning it into, oh my god.
Yeah. No, we have the temperature controlled cheese vault. So we won't run out of food anytime soon.
No. I mean, I do like a little bit of little snack, a little cheese. I had my brekkie today. I had my breakfast, and a little bit of shredded cheese on top of those eggs and pancetta.
Same. I got cheese every day. I feel you.
So, I always heard about this, and I heard that's true. There is that mold on those cheese, or are that labels? I hope those are.
I think it's labels.
Oh, thank God. Because these will just last. Like cheese, when preserved right, can just last forever. Essentially, it's like mold, right? So penicillin, right? Well, there's just like a lot you could do with this, but it's also but why? Like,
But
why
why?
did you make all this cheese? What was the point? That's what I really want to know.
Yeah, I think it's cool because it's the same sort of thing as we have a secret network of caves, of vaults. It's like a dragon storage of cheese, right? I think that's pretty cool conceptually, and the fact that it's edible is pretty rad.
Dragon storage.
This actually reminds me a lot of there's a local conspiracy, not even local, but something you might not realize that I think everybody should know about. This is kind of the same angle as this, but did you guys know that in your town or city, there's the sewers, obviously, and you might see those sewer stations and they smell really bad. Have you ever seen one of those or heard about those? Those little yeah, and they look like bulkheads almost, or a small little brick facility that's a sewage treatment thing. You ever seen those?
Oh, I've seen those. They're very small. Yeah,
Yep.
they're these very small little things that I look at. I'm like, that's a. What? I don't know. I always saw that. I just want to put my Xbox 360 in there and just make that my little girl cave.
Yeah. Did you ever know that most of them have 5 levels and 13 different rooms?
Excuse?
Yeah, no, blew me away too. Just working in a small town, and I used to make maps, right? So I used to work and make maps for towns and municipalities and stuff. And some of that involved helping to map drainage and sewer. And those little tiny brick buildings that manage the sewer stuff, yeah, they're whole facilities underground that go down 50 or 60 feet sometimes. So it's like, oh, they're just bunkers. And it's funny because there'll be like 5 of them in a small town. So yeah, it's just these weird sewer bunkers that a lot of people don't know about, just kind of hanging out.
Sewer bunker. Sewer bunker, my beloved.
Yeah, it could be under your town too.
What you're saying is because, you know, I don't, spoiler, I live in an apartment. I don't have a special underground bunker. But if the world is, like, if we hear the sirens go off, I should just head to my local little sewer bunker and just break in
maybe.
And go down 3 floors.
Maybe. I was impressed by how, I mean, very smelly. It feels like an AT field of stink. But I was impressed by just how deep they were and how advanced, like, network-wise they were. And it was like, no, this is like a thing that you go into and there's rooms and stuff. And, like it's a facility. And it's hiding in plain sight.
Holy! I had no idea. I mean, because, again, it's all about the underground stuff. Huh. That alone opens up a lot of possibilities. And, of course, you gotta lead to the cheese caves.
Yeah, but I was just saying it's the same idea as like, suddenly there's like an underground bunker cave system or something like that. I like the cheese caves. I think it's pretty cool. I personally want to put it up here because not only is this real, it's also silly.
It is very silly, and I still think about, like, what was the point of it all?
Yeah.
I mean, cheese is great, you know, it's good to have, but come on. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna make a really good fun. If it gets really hot down there, it's gonna be a good fondue party.
Oh God, I don't know if you want the smelly mold caves. That would be bad.
Yeah, I mean, it does make me think of the guy in the Willy Wonka movie where he wanted an entire castle made out of chocolate, and then the sun came out.
Yep. It would be pretty cool to raid the cheese vaults, I think. Like, I don't know if they're guarded that well, right? It's kind of like low stakes. So I don't know if there's a lot of guarding going on there, but you could like probably sell a cheese wheel for quite a bit.
Do you think some of the cheeses are like dedicated to certain people? It's like, here lies
this cheese,
George Washington.
Yeah.
This one is reserved for the next, like, you know, official of blah, blah, blah. It's like, when you sign in for some sort of like big role in this world, they make a cheese wheel for you. It's your emergency cheese wheel.
Oh, maybe it's tied to like, maybe it's like the world reserve currency, right? It's like tied to your social security number. Like everyone has a cheese wheel in the US.
Yeah. Yo, give me some of that Christopher Walken cheese right now.
Yeah. 1 cheese wheel per person. It's our like backing currency.
Yeah. That is the end of the world reserve of cheese. Everyone has one. I gotta find my Yomi Quinley cheese. And before either of you say, yeah, blue cheese, haha.
Yeah. All right, Yomi, are you ready for Finland Isn't Real?
No! No!
What people think is Finland?
I refuse.
What people think is Finland?
All of my, like, some of the best heavy metal bands are from there.
You mean Eastern Sweden? Do you mean Eastern Sweden, Yomi?
No, you get the you stop that. Nightwish, Apocalyptica, Stradivarius, Children of Bodom. You're saying
Eastern Sweden.
Sonata Arctica isn't real.
Why do you think it's called Finland? No. It's a Japanese fishing colony. That's why it's called Finland. Come on, Yomi.
You know, my friends and I in my high school era, I really hit a heavy metal phase. And a lot of the bands we listened to, like some that I listed, they were all from Finland. And our joke was, there's something in the water in Finland that breeds great guitarists. And now you're telling me there's just water?
Yeah, so this conspiracy is a real conspiracy. It's not saying this is real, but this is not a joke conspiracy. This is a real conspiracy people believe. And the theory goes that basically the Soviet Union and Japan made a fake country so they could have fishing rights in the waters without anyone getting suspicious. And it's actually just the eastern part of Sweden.
No. Oh. This crushes so many of my dreams.
Yep.
Well,
Of course, this requires everyone living in Finland to lie. So it's kind of hard to prove, but...
That's true. It's another one of those everyone has a fib thing. We need an SVA trip right now.
Yeah, we gotta
SVA
confirm
trip,
it.
We're going to Finland.
We gotta confirm
Conspiracy
it.
proving SVA stream.
Yeah, everyone living in Finland, so to speak, in quotation marks, right? Anyone finish in chat? Do we have any? Do we have any?
Yeah. Because I meant one band in particular. I mentioned Children of Bodom. They're one of my all-time favorite bands growing up, and they're Finland. So I'm just looking at this like, no, you can't do this to me. My entire childhood around my music genre can't be a lie. You can't say it's literally swimming with the fishes.
Any Finnish paid actors in chat pretending to be Finnish right now?
All right, paid actors, where are ya? Come on.
Come on out.
I can wait. Hold on. Dark Displayers, not Finnish, but from EU. I can confirm Finland doesn't exist. There are also
Whoa.
massive fog machines when you look for the Estonia towards Finland. It's the
No.
fog machines.
There's no way. I know somebody going to Estonia like in a couple days. I'll have to ask them.
Wait, Children of Bodom is reuniting. That's right. I heard about that build. Oh, shnikey. I don't. The only reason I don't like this one is because it destroys like my high school years.
Yep.
But also, the fog machine kind of pumps it up to 11 because it might just not be only water. There could be like a tiny island in the middle. Maybe like the Devil's Gate is in the center.
Yeah, it's
there.
like-
And that's
it's like
why there's heavy
Thriller
metal
Bark.
folks there. Yeah.
I like it. I think it's fun. I think the idea that an entire country is not real is pretty cool.
Also, little asterisk. I do love the I'll just call it the gates to hell sort of just conspiracies.
Mhm.
So the Jersey Devil, good example.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a creature from the or the bridge that has like the goat man or something. I like the whole wild hellish creature sort of lore stuff or
Mhm.
conspiracies. One of my friends even said they thought they saw, well, actually, we saw the house where the Jersey Devil was supposed to be from.
Ooh.
It's called St. Killen's Park.
It would be called
and
Saint
that is
Killen.
where-
Come on.
Yes! Going over to St. Killen, which is technically actually like in like Delaware,
Mhm.
like around closer to there. It's like on the border of the Caspian. But anyway, did visit there. Did have nightmares for a couple days afterwards.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, it was a good time. You know, you never
Yeah,
have to
I
worry about
think-
sleeping uncomfortably in a tent if you're too scared to sleep.
I think that sort of thing is probably what I'm going to do when I'm older. Like once I'm retired at the end of my life, I want to become like really into hunting down cryptids and like esoteric stuff. That's like what I want to do.
Yeah,
I think it'd be
like
cool,
that.
so cool.
I'll join you on that. I'm so down.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it up. Let's see. Next
right.
one. Oh, this one's scary. This one has scary implications. This is the idea that dreams are VR. Multiple people can have the same exact dream, like joining the same world, multiple dream worlds that are similar but slightly different. And the reason we don't have dreams sometimes is because the servers are full and we can't join.
The dream server is full.
Yeah, can't join
Please,
multiplayer. Damn.
Evacuate from sleep. This has wild implications though, because dreams have been a thing well before the technology of any of this. So that would also mean that the world has more. It'd be like we're in the Matrix, basically.
Yeah, it kind of implies simulation theory. I think what's scary about it is like, you ever have that thing? Have you ever noticed that like if you wake up in the middle of the night and then go back to sleep, it's easier to remember your dreams?
Yeah, I used to keep a dream journal.
Yeah, it's because you're on a different server.
Oh.
You're not queuing with everyone going to bed at the same time as everybody else, right? You're queuing in a different queue.
No, it's like going to Final Fantasy 14 again, waiting for Raban's quest.
Yep.
I actually had a point in my life, we're talking like middle school and elementary school, where for 3-ish years straight, It was a consecutive story of dreams.
That's so fun. I would have given up on real life, I
Yeah.
think.
I kind of did. I was looking for reasons to like sleep. I kept journals. I wrote down the characters. And we're talking about like actual, Sonic the Hedgehog and Mega Man and like fucking Boba Fett and like Samus. I was like, what is happening? It was
What's
bringing
happening?
dreams from all the media I consumed. And
Was it called
there
Subspace Emissary?
God, I wish. And everything, Teen Titans, you name it. And it was like 3-ish years of like all this media consumed, like this weird dream ongoing story. I'm like, I can write a fan fiction off of this. So
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
my own server. I was a server owner.
This is like simulation theory. I'm not like a big fan of simulation theory. I don't care if it's real. I don't want it to be real. Like, I'm gonna put all my energy towards it not being real because, again, I want to be like big, cool, strong humans, right? So I don't want us to like be part of a simulation. That sucks. So yeah, I don't like simulation theory, but dreams in VR is kind of cool because I do like the idea we can join each other's dreams. That's pretty fun.
Yeah. It's just Minecraft.
Yeah, it's just Minecraft
We gotta
on
craft
like a bigger
We gotta
extent.
craft our own dreams. Yeah.
That would be fun. I mean, you can do that if you lucid dream. I always turn into a Power Ranger in my dreams.
Wait, you know how to lucid dream?
Yeah, I always have. I've been lucid dreaming since I was like a kid. I like haven't had a nightmare since I was 4 years old.
I gotta try lucid dreaming at some point.
It's sick. You get to like fight a lot. That's usually what I do. Usually, because what'll happen is like you'll be having a dream, and then something scary will start to happen in the dream. Like it's like turning towards a nightmare, and then I'll just like yell henshin, and then now I'm fighting. Now we're battling. Like that's usually how it goes.
Henshin and go-go. Ah! Wait, that's awesome. Okay, I need to. You're already helping me out with some diet and exercise changes. Which, by the way, after our collab, guess who's gonna do another 30 minutes of Ring Fit, baby?
Let's go.
Yeah. I'll look into lucid dreaming next too. Ooh.
Yeah. After stream, I'm gonna do 30 reps of eating soup. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm actually thinking what I'm gonna eat later too. I have what is it? I have anime night tonight, and either movie night or anime night. I do like something a little heavy. It's like my cheat day. I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate me though for what my pizza's gonna be.
Nah. I'm not gonna hate anyone for anything.
All right, you're okay with pineapple on pizza.
I love pineapple on pizza. That's like my preferred pizza. I go for
Let's go!
like ham and pineapple like most of the time.
I knew you were based. Yes.
Yeah, and I have an argument about it too. I have a really
I just don't think
strong
it was.
argument. Okay, hear me out, right?
Go ahead.
You have to invalidate something to say pineapple's not meant to be on pizza because hear me out, right? In Brazil and at Brazilian grills, they grill warm pineapple and serve it as a very sweet, like after meat dessert thing. And it's a well-known dish over there, very popular. So are you gonna say all of Brazil is wrong? No, of course not. Warm pineapple can go with meat. It's meant to. It's great.
Wait, if they serve that, I want to be sent to Brazil then. Holy smokes.
It's so good. It's the best part of if you've ever been to like Fogo de Chao or just any Brazilian grill, they'll like have it there and it's so good.
I'm gonna give you one more touch for that then. You do the ham and the pineapple pizza, balsamic drizzle.
Yeah, I'd mess with that. I enjoy
Yeah.
it. I'd enjoy it.
I'm gonna do that tonight while we're watching Sakamoto Days on my Discord.
Nice.
Ah.
Yeah, as long as there's no vegetables on top. As long as there's no veggies on top, then we're fine.
No veggies. Don't worry. I had my broccoli and cheese last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got over it.
I did broccoli and cheese last night with Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's. They had these little like frozen mini chicken tacos.
Oh, I know them. Yeah.
The small ones, the ones that you can get like 5 or 6 of them, and it's not that much.
Yeah.
And, oh my god, that with the cheddar broccoli. I know, broccoli.
Yeah.
But you know, we're talking about dreams, but I guess now I'm gonna be giving you a bit of a nightmare, aren't I?
No, I mean, pizzas are dreams. I'm talking about my dreams and my dream of having a pizza, which I'll probably do tomorrow. In fact, I might have a pineapple one tomorrow, but I've done that the last 2 weeks, so maybe not. Maybe not. Saturday is my cheat day, so I have 3,000 calories, which is my maintenance, but I get to eat whatever I want. So I get to ignore like my protein requirements for the day, which I usually end up getting it anyway because I eat a lot, but I could have a whole pizza and a whole footlong at Subway if I wanted. I think about what I want.
You and your Subway. I
like
swear.
my Subway.
Wake up, Sclimbo. This is a nightmare.
No!
Sclimbo, it's a nightmare!
I turned you off. I turned you off. No! Well, this game shouldn't exist. It's so green and fresh.
It's fine. It's okay. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. It's fine.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Anyway, dreams or VR? Where do we want to put that?
Hey! Oh, now the broccoli has been smited. VR dreams. Chat, I'm curious how you all feel with this too. Because my brain is like, it's a little scary. Because this means further implications. This means, you know, maybe Matrix, alternative universe, machines overtaking us. Like, how could this be true if, you know, VR is not that old? What about just 20 years ago when I remember my dreams 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Specifically, but I remember I had dreams then. So this opens up a whole nother can of worms that I am not ready for. And I'm scared by.
There is this thing that somebody pointed this out to me, or I saw a post about this, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of fair. And it was them pointing out that every time we invent something new, we think that's how the world works. Where it's like the first time when we invented like gears, there was a lot of posting about like the world's one big mechanism. And when we invented like computers, the world's one big computer. And now we invented simulations and AI, and like, whoa, the world's one simulation. It's like, no, we just invented something new. That doesn't mean the world's that. And so I think it's a fair point. We do tend to do that.
We've made our own nightmares.
Yeah, which we probably will, but I think we do tend to say any technology we develop is what the world is. So it doesn't seem too surprising, but like, I don't know if it's true.
No, I don't think so either. It leads into the other theory too of like, we are constantly reliving the same cycle of every so many thousand years.
Oh yeah.
That's a whole nother thing, yeah.
That's something, yeah.
A little on the lower side here for me, because this hits the whole we lack control of our lives, and it's in a scary way.
Right, and I don't like that.
To, like, funny haha gnome.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the dominant species.
Exactly, I want to be the dominant species. So we put this in Xbox?
Yeah, I think we put it in the Xbox. It's neat. None of these are bad. That's the thing I really want to say. Like, this isn't bad. It's just,
It's just my bias is I don't want things to be a simulation, so I'm gonna rank it low. Haha.
Yeah, I want that hug to be real.
Exactly. Okay, yeah, this is a silly one, kind of low stakes, but kind of interesting. The idea that the Olympic and the Titanic were two different ships, right? And they were swapped as an insurance fraud scheme. And the Olympic is actually the one that sunk, not the Titanic.
Holy! A JP Morgan insurance fraud claim?
Yeah. It's there was a lot to this one. It was funny. The person who included this theory also included the debunk right next to it that like very easily debunks this theory. But it is kind of funny where it's like the thing that we reference all the time, right? This big cultural event, the Titanic. It would be funny if it turned out that it was just because like the Olympic had a little damage they couldn't fix, so they made it the Titanic and then insurance frauded it as a write-off.
Not funny, but the thing with this that struggles is, what about all those who are lost, and what about their families and their children?
Oh yeah,
this has that kind of implication of everybody needed to keep quiet.
They say it's either they're saying it did sink. What they're saying is it was either an accident that the lifeboats didn't get there on time, or they just didn't care and killed a bunch of people. So, but that is the insurance fraud claim.
I believe the latter these days. Oh no. I mean, it's scary though, because it does mean, yeah, like they don't care, like we're expendable and all that. The Titanic's cool though.
Yeah.
Like I want to build a Titanic Lego set one day.
I think this one kind of, I'm going to put this one here, but the reason why is like, aside from it pretty much already, like it's already debunked. It was given, the debunk was given to me with this, right? Besides that, it's also just kind of like, it doesn't change anything, right? Like big ship still sunk.
No, it doesn't.
And people died. Like, it doesn't matter if it was called the Olympic or the Titanic. That's just like a fun note somebody might tell you at a party, and you'll be like, oh, damn.
Oh, you're so right. I feel like the whole idea though that, you know, there would be big companies that need to, like, you know, skirt by finance this or something like that, so they just do something that kills a bunch of people. Like, that's the believable part. I believe that happens once in a while. I just don't believe it's Titanic.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's some real, like, I don't want to get into it, but there's real stuff that did almost happen that were conspiracy theories originally and were later proven to be true, that absolutely involved potentially killing people. And it like almost happened, and a president vetoed it. For knowers who know what I'm talking about, but that is there are real things like that in the past that did happen.
Yeah,
It's scary.
It's scary.
well, that's why I'm a shut-in. I don't want to. You can't be put in some little you know, we're gonna just have a couple people get off to make this work kind of thing happen. If you don't go outside, or at least you don't go outside in public in areas that could be dangerous.
Yeah, I go in the woods. That's where I spend my time.
Yeah, I was a DoorDasher for a while, so I was like, you know, in my nice little areas of the neighborhood. And I actually had a pretty nice neighborhood. Very, very public,
Nice.
very safe, very mixed, a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. DoorDashing, I mean, it's not what it used to be now because it's so saturated. But DoorDashing during like COVID and like 2022, 23, which I was doing, pretty nice, you know,
All right.
especially when I had orders that they couldn't accept because they gave it the wrong address, or it was like, I don't know, hand to customer, no customers there. All right, I got free nuggets today. Let's go.
Yeah, yummy.
Yeah, that's where I had my first slice of Cheesecake Factory.
Not. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, that was a good order.
Woo. All right. Next up, time travelers. The concept, right? Instances of somebody who looks futuristic in old black and white photos. Oh, Celis, thank you for the sub, by the way. Yeah, so here's an example of an image from, I believe, 1940s with a guy who looks like he's wearing modern clothing with a camera and modern sunglasses. And there are many examples of this. And it's just the idea that there are time travelers that sometimes get caught in pictures at like events and stuff like that.
This opens up a can of worms.
Yeah. Now, this one in particular, really quick, this one was disproven. Actually, all the stuff, even though he looks very out of place, all the stuff he's wearing is time appropriate, and there are examples of exactly what he's wearing. Yeah, it just looks like he's way ahead of his time, but they did have portable camera then. They did have wraparound glasses. This was a shirt from like a local football team that had a logo on it. That's why it looks like a graphic tee. Like
it's less about him being the way he is and more about like everybody around him looks like they're even 20 years older.
Yep.
I'm gonna be so for real right now. I believe that there is time travel in the future.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too.
I believe there are currently time travelers. I believe that we get visited once in a while. We have to be careful. You know, we have our docs around. You know, we have our Morty, you know, McFlies. I'm mixing the two up, but I think it's a thing, and I think, you know, they're just very careful. But there's also like maybe like a fail switch. Like everyone who time travels has like a watch or something like that on them, and the moment they're about to create a paradox, they're warned. It's like, warning, warning. If you step 10 more feet within this, you will create a paradox. And so like, if they disobey that, they just instantly get flashback before they have a chance.
Right. There's like a sync code.
Device.
Right, where it's like, how in sync are you with that time period? And if you deviate, it like warps you back or something.
Yeah, like a safe say. I know there's like a lot of ins and outs that'll go into it, but I do think so. I think even like the alien abduction things, there might be a couple of alien sightings that actually are like, time travelers or something.
Yeah. Well, aliens, aliens can be a catch-all. So we think like little green men from outer space, but it could just be anything else. Could be like a different dimension. It could be time travelers. Could be all that stuff. I think the reason I believe in time travel is just because I have confidence in humanity. So I'm like, yeah, I think we will invent that. And that's my only justification, right? Is I think we will invent that. And if we do, that would mean that people would come back and they'd be here now. But then again, we don't know how it works, right? Maybe it doesn't create multiple timelines if you go back and change the past, or maybe it does. So you'll never be in your same timeline. Like, we don't know. So it's all guessing, right?
I really believe in multiverse. I believe there's like billions and billions of different universes with even just like micro changes. I also think of another Back to the Future reference. Remember in the first movie, he was wearing the radioactive suit, and they thought it was an alien. Like, same thing. Maybe they're wearing safety outfits and stuff like that. Yeah. Or it's like even the idea of an alien could be humans so far in the future that we've shrunken down. Because you ever see those images of like what because of using computers and gamers, what we're going to be in like 10,000 years? Yep. And it just shrinks us down and gets us small and weak and frail. So maybe aliens are just us from the future too. That's also a possibility. Yeah. No, I actually quite believe that. Literally just evolution like that. I think as well, you mentioning, because we're talking about this being, we don't have time travel now, but we will in the future. I think that is also hopeful because there is, and I'm not going to get too detailed, but there's a lot of doom and gloom right now. There's a lot of like, okay, here's a safe topic, but AI will take over and destroy humanity in 20 years. Well, if we have time travel, that means we definitely survived more than 20 years. It's kind of a nice hopeful. It makes me think, hey, we're going to live for another 1,000 years because by then it's time travel. You know what I mean?
It's crazy because there's so many thought experiments. There's so many thought experiments you could run because you could be like, oh, well, if there were time travelers, wouldn't they go back in time and stop all the bad stuff from happening, right? But then maybe the answer to that is what happened was the best possible timeline and it could have been way worse and they did change it. Like, we don't know, right? So it's hard to say.
I didn't even think about that. Like, if this is the best, holy...
yeah, what if every other alternative was way worse?
All right, I gotta add one more to it. The game Fallout is actually one of the worser possibilities, and the Todd Howard is actually from the future.
Yeah, could be.
Oh, I like this one a lot. There's so many,
this one's fun.
Fun deviations. It makes me want to look at old photos. It lets people really want to investigate, just like with this.
Yeah.
This is this is.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's also fun about it is, if you think in like an exploration angle too, you start thinking like, okay, if time travel's real, space is not the only thing we get to explore, right? We also get to explore time. Right. So like we get to explore the space that we know in every individual time as well. So it's just like infinite exploration universe, which is like kind of crazy.
It is, because I've always been like, born too early to explore Earth, but born too late to explore Earth, but too early to explore the stars, kind of thing.
Yep.
Well, and there's also thoughts of us being able to live a lot longer soon. So
yeah. For some reason, my slide isn't advancing now. It works, but not past here. So I need to go to the next one really quick.
Go ahead and zoom out. Do what you gotta do. No worries at all.
Okay, it works again now.
Talking about time exploration, scientific like this is a lot more fun, interesting than just thinking about it as a conspiracy thing. Yeah, it's really fun to talk about these things.
I talk a lot about this stuff on my Thursday streams, where we'll talk a lot about that stuff sometimes. We had a really cool conversation. What did we have a conversation about recently? We had a bunch of alien conversations recently, was the big one.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
What's this one you just put up?
Oh, this is okay.
What?
So this one's not that big of a deal. This is like a quick one. I thought it was just interesting. It was just somebody started asking questions apparently about what's chicken stock and what's chicken broth. because those are like two separate products. And then it went down this crazy rabbit hole if it turned out that they were like the same thing and none of them were actual chicken stock. And every company was just selling you like watered down, not because chicken stock, like if you're making chicken soup yourself, it's gelatinous, right? And anything you buy in the store is decidedly not gelatinous. And they went down this rabbit hole to find out that like, oh no, it's all just something else. Like it's all watered down, and broth and stock don't seem to have any difference whatsoever if you buy them at the store. It was just a weird, silly one, but it was here.
This is like how sometimes there will be a failed product, but they're like, wait, we can package this as something else.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the Cheez-Its? Okay, I'm gonna put it on screen. There is Cheez-Its is so successful, they can sell the burnt ones and call it a product. Extra toast. No, that's just
a
a
good
burnt
idea.
batch. That's just that you up.
That's a
what
good
I'm thinking
idea.
we're going on with here. It's just the broth. It's the same one. That's just the inferior one, but you called it something different. It's efficient marketing. Yeah.
And stocks versus broth aren't bones versus not, because that's what I thought at first too. But I watched this rabbit hole video, and no. As far as the US markets are concerned, those terms are like the same thing and they all overlap with each other. Here's an example. So in the image, the Emerald's chicken stock ingredient lists chicken stock as the first ingredient for chicken stock. What does that mean?
Chicken stock concentrate. That's great.
So like, and then some broth has chicken stock as the first ingredient, and there's apparently they like this person doing this investigation emailed all of the companies to be like, hey, where do you get your chicken stock from, like the concentrate? And they like were dodging the question and couldn't answer properly because it's all just the same thing.
Oh, and do I hate that sentence?
Meat tea. I like meat tea. I like that. That's like meat flavored tea. Yeah.
Oh,
Works for me.
Do you dip your bricken in it?
Oh, I would.
Oh, you would. I mean, I was slurping a lot of that down a couple weeks ago and I had terrible food poisoning.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting though, because there are food products out there that just you kind of have the whole what the heck is this? What is the point
wait a minute.
of this? What is it made of? This is silly. It's a kind of a nonsense. It's a nonsense one, but well, I mean,
think it's kind of funny.
Less implications, but it's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So sippable broth too. Also the same classification. Also not that different actually. Also basically the same
Savory.
thing apparently.
You don't use that word here, Luminous.
Savory. Oh yeah, this one's just that.
I will scream.
Yeah, this one's just that Hawk Tuah was a setup, like it was planned. It was like a government.
It was.
Meme. I think that's probably real.
No, they absolutely did. There's the way she delivered that line had such confidence, such preparation. Paid actor.
Yeah, paid actor.
Paid actor.
Paid actor. Hawk Tuah is a psyop. Paid actor.
That's why later they brought her into trying to be like a shill for a coin and give her a talk show and this or that. If they give talk shows and coins to little memes like this, then what? Heck, the guy who's doing the golden dandelion meme right now should have one as well.
Yeah, talk show is crazy because I mean, like, I guess you want to try and obviously, like, you know, be successful off your viral clip and stuff, but like a talk show, really? Like, what are we talking about? We talking about Hawk Tuah? What are we?
Yeah, the amount of
what are we doing?
Hawk Tuah like memes that we've gotten are like every couple of days. Like I said, right now the vocal stem is a golden dandelion, for instance, but there's so many of these. No, I refuse. You cannot. You
this is
cannot
real.
say she's anything else.
I think this is real, and it sucks. I'm putting it down here.
Yeah. No, I mean, the whole I got like hella money, you know. Then why not give them a talk show? What about them? You know, there's so many of these just This should be a talk show every chicken jockey. Where's our chicken jockey?
Yeah,
Koi?
where's our chicken jockey talk show? I think we have a Rizzler. I think we have a chicken jockey talk show. Jockey talkie, of course.
Yeah. I mean, that's just Uma Musume, but
we should make it the chicken jockey podcast.
The jockey talkie, let's go.
we can make jockey talk like a TikTok.
Also,
it's
you
so
all even
bad.
typed Savory earlier. We're no longer friends.
But savory's so good. Don't you like things savory?
No! What does that mean? No. Don't get me started. I will rant.
I don't know. I like savory meat and stuff like that.
All right, I'll just say real fast then. Here's why. Because when you talk about something salty, it's salty. When someone tells you it's sweet, okay, it's sweet. If someone tells you it's savory, everyone has a different definition.
That's
They'll be like,
yeah.
It's meaty or smoky or salty. No, it's one of those things. If this is not defining the definition of its taste, then it has failed as a descriptive word for taste. It is
That's
why
fair.
Gordon Ramsay hates this word. It is why professional chefs tell you not to use that word because it fails at the one job it was given.
For me, I think like, yeah, savory, because I'm like meat oriented. Savory also always means meaty. So I think of it that way.
Meaty! Ah!
But meat,
They just call it meaty!
but some things are meaty without being meat. So you know.
Then you have a different word. I love it. No, it doesn't bother me as much as I yell about it for, but it's a meme for my community now. I'm just like, ah.
Yeah. All right, here's the classic birds aren't real. The classic birds aren't real. How do you feel about this one? I think it's overdone. I'm gonna say it. I think it's overplayed. I think it's overdone.
I think that it has different segments or different tiers.
Mm-hmm.
So maximum tier is all birds are not real.
Yeah.
You know, the niche tier is like, oh, it's owls are not real. Sorry, knocked owl.
No.
Or
Implying owls are birds.
Mm-hmm. Or then it could just be like 1 in 100 birds aren't real, or yeah, those cardinals and blue jays, you know, because they're very rare to find. Though, like, yeah, there's different tiers of it, I feel.
Yeah.
My favorite is that all birds are real, but some of them are given spy cameras on their legs.
Oh yeah, like little
chips.
Yeah. I think I feel like birds aren't real has like a life of its own as a conspiracy theory, because when you say conspiracy theory, that's like what people say, like jokingly, right? Where they're like, you know, oh, birds aren't real.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a little overplayed, but I mean, there's definitely like, I'm sure a government somewhere has tried to disguise a spy camera as a bird, right? Or like a mosquito. Like I'm sure that's happened. So
I mean, carrier pigeons. We just have different evolutions of that. Freaking Mirror. Oh, I love Mirror's Edge, but gosh darn, they screwed up with Catalyst. Mirror's Edge Catalyst, they had carrier pigeons in like a modern era, like futuristic even, alternative future. So it's like the same thing with the birds there. Some of them could be used in certain ways. Like one of my friends was like, yes, they dust their wings. And so when the birds fly, the dust comes off and does whatever they think the government's trying to do.
yes, the dust conspiracy. Oh God, actually, Lasso, you bring up a good point. Maybe I think it's overplayed because I fell for the psyop. I never thought about that.
Oh.
No.
I think it's a good one depending on what tier you do. It's definitely the classic. It's the, well, next thing you know, they're going to say birds aren't real kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it's pretty safe. It's a pretty safe joke conspiracy.
Yeah. It's funny, haha. It's the birds are leaving chemtrails.
See, now that's more like it. That's more like it.
Yeah. These go a long way. I don't think it's the worst of the world. I think it's got a lot of possibilities, but I think you gotta narrow down the possibility. This is like a classic Chuck E. Cheese slice of pizza. You know, I see this one.
Fair.
All right, you know,
Fair.
serves its job.
I agree.
It's there.
Let's go. Okay.
Oh, we're down to 10 more.
I might be a little bit excited about this one.
Oh.
Let's go. Lost Continent is like my favorite thing ever. And there's so many of them. There's so many of them. So this one, yeah, like Mu is just real though. Yeah, this is your Atlantis. What? This is your Mu. This is your Lemuria. This is all those things. So it's the idea that there was a giant island or like another continent that vanished into the ocean at some point in time. Ancient technologies, giant people, you know, Atlantis, all that stuff. That's this, the Lost Continent theory.
Yo, wait, yeah, I love these. I fell in love with these from Fate Grand Order. I was a big Fate player, and the alternative stories they would do every chapter release, especially like after a year or so of it being played. They really had some great stories, and yeah, like I said, Leviathan, Atlantis. They even had a Hollow Earth one before. These tickled my brain. Away. Absolutely.
We were doing like prep and Yomi was like, yeah, I know Hollow Earth from Fate. And I'm like, what?
Agartha, you got it, Bivit, yes. I don't know, yeah, I love that kind of stuff. Or what was another one? Assassin's Creed, how they start to really tickle, I mean, let's not go into Assassin's Creed's more recent stuff, but how they would use the touch of history and then take their tweaks on it and be like, yeah, Eden is real and the lost city of Atlantis is. I love when games do that.
Yeah. No, that's my favorite thing ever because I'm like, this is my hyperfixation is like the past. I'm really interested in like the human story of the past and figuring that out. So this stuff's like super fascinates me. I mean, there's so many different names, right? Like, so this one's Mu. And it predates, that's the thing I should clarify too, right? Like this idea of there being a lost continent is as old as writing. Like it's not like a new thing or like a Nazi thing like some people said in chat. It's not only like that, like recent, right? Like, I mean, like they were talking about, Plato talked about it, right? When it came to Atlantis and it was like the allegory of Atlantis and stuff, but said that it actually came from Solon, who got it from Egyptian priests. And it was like 10,000 years before that. So like it's an ancient story, this idea of like a hidden continent that at some point sunk. And I think it's so sick. It's so cool.
It is. It opens up so many possibilities. Also, hi, D-Sync. What's up, homie?
Hey, D-Sync. What's going on?
D-Sync has me saying homie now. No, you're right. It creates a lot of possibilities.
Yeah. No, I like this. I'd be willing to say I'm not gonna put any value judgment on this, but I would say I think this is real. I think there was a lost continent in the past. I'm convinced.
I think there's something there. There is, like we said before, 95% of the ocean beneath us. I will be real. I forget the exact number, if it's 91, 98, somewhere out there. But like a majority of the ocean beneath us, we don't know anything about. Could be anything down there.
Yeah.
I also like the idea of that lost city. How would a continent be lost? Well, magic, rituals, something we don't have was done there.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. That'd be really cool. I like that's the thing is like there's so many potential options for what it could be, right? So that's the fun part about it is like some people will be like, oh, it was like aliens or super advanced humans, or it was something as simple as like it actually wasn't advanced civilization at all. It was just a rising sea levels sunk this island that people lived on and other cultures were aware of. It was like a power at one point, right, in the past. So there's so many different options for like what it could be. But yeah, just the idea of like a mystical land that is unfound but still exists or existed is so sick. That's like one of my favorite things ever.
Same. I'm you're getting me more and more hyped about it. And like other countries, like their past like writings, the parts that don't make sense, or when they're like referring to something that you're like, what do they mean by that?
Yeah, what do they mean by that?
Continent.
I think a lot about there's a lot out there. I mean, like this is probably not the stream for it. I mean, it is conspiracy stuff, but this is something that I believe happened at some point in some form. And there's a lot of weird stuff around that. Like there's a couple really old maps that show like what is most likely Antarctica, and it's like pretty accurate to Antarctica's landmass way before Antarctica was discovered. And they source older maps that were lost, and they're like, yeah, our sources are older maps. And it's like, wait, what? So there's something weird happened in the past. I firmly believe something weird happened in the past, and we don't have the full story yet. Doesn't have to be magical necessarily. It doesn't have to be like turbo scientific, right? Could just be that there were, you know, civilizations of some kind earlier than we think. But I think something happened. I really do.
I think so too. And I want to ask you, what do you think sunk the continent?
I think it was just flooding. Like, I'm taking a very like boring approach to it, where I'm just gonna be like, no, I think it was just straight up. It was flooding and sea level rise a long time ago.
Makes sense. I'm going with magic.
That's fair.
With the whole, we have a supernatural, there's something out there. And I want to go a step further and say that it was a conduit. So earlier, yeah. So we've seen in ancient Egyptian texts, ancient Chinese texts, all these ancient texts talks about magic, rituals, talks of things that we still don't understand, and we chalk up as just like, oh, haha, it was actually this, and they just didn't know any better. I think that the lost continent was the source to the world's magic.
You know what? I'm like on board with that idea. I think what you mean by magic, I think we agree. Like, I think what you mean by magic, I would say is like, oh, it's something we don't understand yet, but it does exist. And that's like, it might be like a form of science, like a path we didn't go down or something, you know? Like we did electricity and steam and all that, but maybe there was another path that we didn't figure out. And that's what that was. But yeah, no, I do think that. Like, I think that we shouldn't discount. And this is like serious now. I'm being serious, right? I don't think we should discount a lot of old civilizations' writings about what happened and what they said happened, because it seems to be almost selective, where we just kind of arbitrarily decide some things are myth and some things aren't. And it's like, what if they weren't?
Yeah.
Right? Like, just posit the idea.
Amelia Earhart is still out there, promise.
Just like, you know, there are definitely some things where, you know, we take some things as historical fact, and then in very adjacent texts we'll say like, oh, but that one was mythology. And it's like, well, what if it wasn't? What if that also happened and they were just recording what they saw? It's like, damn, even if they didn't understand it, right?
What if Mount Olympus actually was the lost continent?
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I think it's
so many
off.
cool things.
I personally think that it's in the Atlantic. Whatever it was, I think it was in the Atlantic. That's my guess.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you with all that.
Yeah, but this is sick. I mean, I'm putting this at S tier for personal reasons. Yeah, I love this one. Anything that like promotes exploration, I think is like an S tier, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just like we were saying before with some of the others. Any time travel, big exploration.
Yeah. All right, here's, again, I think this is just probably real. The idea that the Sonic design was intentional for like a marketing trick, the original one that they redesigned.
Yep. Because now I think I actually firmly agree with this. Yeah, they falsified, they put together things in a way that were just, no one in their right mind would have made this.
Yeah,
no one
and I think
put that Sonic together.
The thing for me that gets me is when this theory first happened, like before this first Sonic movie was out, this was a theory. I did not believe it. I only believed it after the 3 Sonic movies, because I can't look back and be like, there is no way that with how in tune with the fan base those Sonic movies were and how many small things that they added, there is no way they did this by accident. Right? They could not have messed it up with what they know now, and like how like they put Live and Learn in as a vocal track, right? They knew what they were doing. So there's no way they made that mistake.
And we've seen other movies that have come around in similar times, like the Mario movie and stuff like that. They're just like, bam, it's a slap. They know what they're doing.
Yep.
You say that, but CEOs exist? Yeah, but somebody stubbed the toe of this CEO and said, no. Or maybe it
Nah.
was the CEO who came up with this idea to begin with.
But that's the thing is, like, originally I was with you. Originally I was like, yeah, this is out of touch. Like, this is just an out of touch studio thing. I think this was like a real thing they were going to do. And then the fans convinced them otherwise. But exactly to my point, Artificer brings up the point, right? They reference Sonic in the first movie.
Yeah.
They're doing Gotta Go Fast. They, like, throughout the movies, their referential humor on, like, the fan base stuff is so on point. I'm like, nah, they knew what they were doing. Somebody did.
Also, high five. I keep forgetting that we're both like mega Sonic nerds.
Yeah. yeah. There's too much.
I agree with this one. It's not
Yeah,
one
I
that
agree.
really changes a lot, so it is kind of a lower, like, it's not as exciting.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, yeah, they dropped Gangster's Paradise in it too. Like,
Right.
I'm not saying it's a bad song. I mean, Weird Al's cover was one of the best things of all time. But it's just, you had, it's either Tommy Wiseau was in charge of there, or they knew what they were doing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't think they suddenly became in touch, like out of nowhere, right? Like between, like I don't know if we saw news about this. Did they fire the whole directing staff and then suddenly the new staff was just better, or did that new staff suddenly know about all these Sonic things out of nowhere? That's what I'm asking, because I think this was intentional. Command, thank you for the 1K bits. It was all conspiracy to get ugly Sonic into the Chip and Dale movie. Damn. It goes deeper. It goes deeper.
Commander gets it. Big thanks for supporting Slim.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Ah.
All right, here we go.
Gravity is fake.
Gravity is
Okay.
fake. Okay.
What do we
Gravity's
have?
the psyop.
What is in this person's pipe, and where can I get some?
Yeah.
Okay.
They use gravity to keep us chained down, to stop us from unlocking our potential. There's chips in our brains to convince our body into thinking gravity is real and the Earth is floating. And there's actually a machine in Sydney, Australia that does it for us. That's why we can't become new types. We need to drop a space colony on Sydney, Australia. That's the very specific information I got on this theory.
Well, I'm gonna have to Char's counterattack this one, because you say chips. We don't have. How do you get chips in our brain if chips weren't even around until like the 50s or 30s or some stuff like that, like 100 years?
Oh my God, you're right. It doesn't work in its own universe unless it was the alien engineering.
Oh. You'd have to bring in other factors here.
Yeah.
You know, I want to have the whole humans were too strong for aliens just fight this theory. Maybe
agree.
humans were too strong for aliens and we did fly.
Yeah. Maybe humans were too strong for aliens. So they had to force us all underground and turn the moon into a giant battle station. And if a million humans ever came on the surface, then it would activate the anti-spire. I mean, never mind.
The anti-spire. All right, Rob, fight the power. I get you.
But I do like that whoever submitted this theory specifically put that we need to drop a space colony on Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
And dimensions.
Also dropping new types as well. You son of a bitch. Oh.
Okay, so gravity isn't real.
So
Let's talk about
I
that
think
base
so.
concept. What does that even mean?
I think there's a different way. I think this could even go back to the lost colony. The lost continent.
Yep.
Where, you know, again, maybe early on in our lives, way ago, we did have the power. But as soon as we advanced just a little bit in technology, the gods took away our power or something like
No.
that. So, like
We gotta
the
get them.
whole, you know, as soon as we did something too much, the god was like, we must rob them of their ability of this. We must ground the humans.
I think we should kill the gods.
Yeah, you know what? I like the idea of that. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Listen, don't take my powers away. You didn't want the smoke? You're getting the smoke.
It's, yeah, we have to do deicide. I agree.
Yep, we gotta do it. We gotta do it.
Let's
I'm very
go.
much like, if you've ever seen Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, and there's that lady who's like, tell me everything, and then the aliens tell her everything and her brain explodes. That's me. I'm like, no. I want to fight the gods. I want to know everything. I don't care. Hubris will be my downfall. Let's do it.
would. Look, every time D&D releases a new edition, which has been a while, we've been stuck on 5th for ages. When we jump from 3rd edition to 4th edition, we have to kill all the gods. When we jump from 4th edition to 5th edition, killing all the gods again.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Oh, hold on. I have to deny some Mesopotamia allegations again. I know the Age of Gods ended in Mesopotamia, but I am not a Sumerian fertility idol. We've gone over this before. I have nothing to do with Sumer. I promise. I don't. Don't worry about it. Don't look into it.
That's why we had to hit you with a car.
Yeah, don't look into it. But base concept, gravity is fake. What does that even mean? Like, what are we describing when we say gravity is fake? Because, like, I can't fly.
That's true too. It's because this whole time I've been thinking about like it being fake and more of it just being locked away. It's just too much of a stretch for me. Like, this rewrites so many concepts that we have to add 3 other theories just to make it happen.
Well, I'm just like more confused at what it means exactly. Like, what is it describing when it says, "Oh, gravity's not real"? Like, what are we saying that? Like, the function of gravity is real, but the theory isn't, right? Like, because clearly, I jump and I come back down, right? Things fall. We see that.
True.
So unless you're getting real heady about it, that's like observable universe. So like, what does this mean? Is more my question. Oh no, here's another. Thank you for another 1K bits command. Humans are a bioweapon for the space wars. Yeah, we did that one earlier actually, command, before you came in, I think. We talked about humans being bioweapons and being super strong and cool. We put it in S tier.
Too strong for the alien forces.
Yeah, it's here in S tier. This is that one.
Wow. Well, thank you again.
Yeah, thank you so much, command.
This one just has so many gosh, I don't know how to phrase this. There's way too many things that are hindering this from working. It's cool, it's nutty, it gives me a lot of potential to talk 3 other things, but it fails to stick the landing.
Oh! I'm just confused. I'm just confused because I don't know like what it's describing when it says it's fake. Like, is it saying that like it's not caused by what we think it's caused by, but it still functionally works that way? Or are we saying that we can fly and we're being deceived? Like, where are we coming at this?
Yeah.
Where's the angle of attack? That's kind of what I'm confused about.
We don't know where we're going. I feel you there. I think this does kind of bury it a little low. Too many wires crossed before we even get the process going.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's silly, but
it opens a lot of discussion.
I'm putting it here. Also, because like with new types and stuff, it's like, you know, it's clearly you know, we're talking Xeon stuff now. So
our last 8, which is good. I was kind of limiting myself at like 3.5, 4 hours.
Oh, same. I have clients that I need to heat the gym for, so we got to start moving. All right, let's see here. Oh, but we got a big one right after. Oh, but we got a good one. Have you heard of this, Yomi?
I have heard mildly about this.
Okay.
But not as much as I probably should have. You sound like you're about to open a can of worms on me.
I sure am. And the one that was submitted, I'm going to sorry, Polly, the one that was submitted is not the one you described. This is the one that is pulp culture, right? But so the idea is that there was an empire called Tartaria that existed in the past, and mud floods buried all of the architecture and all the evidence of it's being hidden. But it was like fairly recent too. That's the best. This is my favorite part about this one, is that this empire existed like maybe 200 years ago. Like to the point where like 2 or 3 generations back would have been part of it or remember it. So it takes a lot. 1700s. Okay, thank you. It takes a lot to hide this one. That's why it's so exciting, because it's like, ooh, that's a bold claim. It's one thing to say there was a civilization 10,000 years ago that we don't have proof of. Another thing entirely to be like, oh yeah, it's like 300 years ago and it was a big thing. It's like, oh boy.
I do really like this though, because nature always conquers. And that's the first thing I feel with this, is just that reminder of like, Yeah, one good mudslide can wipe out an entire town. Now, more current times, we'd see the town wiped out because cameras, footage, before, afters, whatever. But like 1700s, how are you going to prove it was there? Especially if it was secretive.
Yeah.
If the mud overtook
So
it, that's it.
So some of the key points of this theory, right? So in this picture, you see this like form of architecture here that was pretty popular in like the early 1900s. You've seen a lot of buildings like this. So the theorists will claim those are actually old buildings that survived from Tartaria, and like at the old world fairs that used to happen, they had a bunch of technology, and they reference like orphans in incubators that you could buy, and like putting orphans on train cars or something like that. That part was a little vague to me. But the idea is like, if you've ever seen like an old brick building, I've seen this theorized too on like the main subreddit for this. If you've ever seen an old brick building where there's windows at the bottom level, like they're like kind of windows near your feet level, they say, no, that's a Tartarian building. And the mud floods are what built the ground up to that level. It used to be other levels below ground.
Oh, this is very interesting.
Yeah, and the idea was like, yeah, like Paulie said, that there was high technology, like the world fairs were actually like Tartarian things, and there were like amusement parks and boardwalks and all this architecture, and all of it's being suppressed, and like everybody died, I guess, in these mud floods and doesn't remember it, and it's being hidden from us.
I guess, the end. The
Yeah, it's being
Tartarians
hidden
built
from
the
us.
escalator. I like this. Yeah, your interest is infectious with this. I'm down to clown with this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, I don't believe this one bit. I think this one is personally total bunk.
Oh yeah?
To be fair, I only know the pulp version though. I only know like the common angle that people joke about with like the mud flood portion and like every architecture like that looks like this is from Tartaria, and the world fairs and stuff. Like I only know that stuff. Not saying like maybe there's something I don't know about here. I know, like I said, Polly in chat has sent me 6-paragraph essay on this that I need to like dig into. But I think Polly's version's different from this pulp version. But this is like the general pulp version, I would say, that I've heard before. Don't believe it one bit. I think it's really cool though, and I think it's really high tier. Cool. Because to be bold enough to claim that there was a massive empire that influenced the world just 300 years ago and nobody remembers it requires a lot of moving parts. It's a bold claim, and I like that. I like that about it.
Yeah.
A lot of moving parts.
I think I'm right with you there. It does feel like too many moving parts for this to be real, but I kind of want parts of it to be real just to...
Oh, it'd be sick. It'd be awesome.
I kind of fuck with it. I kind of feel like, I can tell a lot of stories with this. It gives me a lot of ideas.
Yeah. I think this is high A or low S. What do you think?
Agreed. Hard agree, yeah. A conspiracy theory doesn't have to have truth for it to be cool.
Oh, like, yeah. I think it's cool.
Like
I think it's
gnomes,
really cool.
The gnomes we know, like, that can't be real. But at the same time, it's like, man, that's awesome. Yeah, put it up there.
Yeah. I
hope it's true. But I also kind of hope it's not true for other implications.
Yeah, of course. All right, next one. No trees on Earth. There used to be trees in ancient times, but there aren't any now. What we call trees are larger bushes, saplings at best. So if you've ever seen these monuments that look like tree stumps, like this one right here, Devil's Tower, Montana, the idea is those are trees, and everything else is just a sapling or a bush. Basically, is the concept. There's no true trees left on Earth, but there were these giant, massive trees, and like mesas, for example, used to be trees, right? Some mesas, and like Paulie says, yeah, it brings in giants, things like that.
That makes me think of Yggdrasil, the world tree kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm playing Drawsteel soon.
I don't know how to feel about this because I never thought of it, but now that I look at it, I'm like, I could kind of see it, but then again, where'd the tree go?
Got chopped down by Big Paul Bunyan.
Big Paul Bunyan. Oh God, my fake brain again.
Yeah, petrified rock.
Petrified rock. Yeah. Actually, that's the real way the
Heroic.
dinosaurs went extinct. The big tree just fell on them.
Yeah, the big tree got him. Heroic does bring up a point here, though. This one is kind of connected a little bit to Flat Earth, but this is what I was saying, where you need to have prerequisites to Flat Earth, because there's a lot involved with that, right? Because when you're talking about Flat Earth, sometimes people also bring in there used to be giants, and then if there used to be giants, maybe there used to be giant trees. Like, there's a lot of connections where people who believe one will probably believe a lot of the others.
I see that. I think this is highly fictional. You need quite a few stumps to be around, and I can't really think of any others. And this would lead to root tunnels. The roots alone would be tunnels the size of a city. Which actually, again, goes back to our very first one, the Leviathan Tunnel.
Yeah, I think we'd probably know if big trees used to exist. I think there'd probably be some, like, evidence in those things that are theoretically big trees, you know?
Yeah. Because even the oldest tree that we had, very, very oldest tree, was nowhere near as big as this.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And granted that, like, maybe we're talking even pre those times. I don't know. I'm not super familiar with, like, the details of this one. But I've seen it around. But it usually seems to just be based, as far as I know, the only evidence for this I've seen is just pictures of people showing mesas and plateaus that look like trees.
Oh, yeah, which we kind of have proof of those being other things.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we know they're rock. I guess, like, I don't know if a tree can get petrified and turn into what we would call a rock. I'm not sure. I don't know geology, but I don't know. I just don't think I think it's mostly based on, like, pictures of, like, oh, that looks like a tree.
Yeah, I mean, that's just charcoal at that point.
Yeah,
it's also the shape. This is neat, though. This once
think it's
again
cool.
gives me that early scratch my brain of, you know, cool D&D story, cool plots.
Yeah, yeah. And I think trees this big are that would be, like, pretty awesome if that existed, because, again, it'd be like, oh, we have no idea what the world actually was. So pretty cool.
Oh, I love the idea that every time I hear it, we don't know what the world actually is. I'm so down
I think
for
that's
this.
real. I'm like a big actual proponent of that, but not in any, like, super mystic way. I just think, I've talked to my stream about this a lot when I'm, like, solo on my stream. I think it's bold to think that archaeology, right, which we've only invented in the last 200 years or so, maybe, definitely has all the answers right now, and we are for sure right this time, right? Where it's like every 10 years we find something new that'll, like, push back how old humans are, where we're like, originally we thought we were about 100,000 years old or 180,000, and now it's 300,000, maybe it's 500,000, and we just every 10 years we find something new. So I think it's bold to think that we just now, definitely for sure this time, know exactly what happened in the past. So I think there's more left out there.
Yeah, the many possibilities.
Yeah. So I believe that.
Yeah.
I think we do not have an accurate measure of our past. That's something I believe that's my strongest belief, conspiracy-wise.
I completely agree. Like, we do know, you know, the scientific stuff, evolution, yada yada, but the early yeah. No, I'm with you. Yeah.
And I will say, I think what's interesting and how we figure it out is science. Like, the thing about the science, quote unquote, that's interesting is, like, archaeology is its own discipline, but it doesn't have a lot of crossover with bringing in a lot of other disciplines to test something, right? So there have been things that archaeologists have claimed that geologists say, no, that doesn't make any sense. But archaeology is the what's it called? The location of archaeology, right? Like, that is their job. But geologists looking at rock formations are saying, well, that doesn't make a lot of sense. So, like, there might need to be some cross-pollination in science to figure out more stuff. And as we develop new technologies, we might find out more, right? So there's everything's theories. And I think the science will tell us stuff. Like, I very much believe in it. I just don't think we're for sure right now in 2026 be real convenient if we just happen to have all the science ever right now, you know?
The more I hear your thoughts on this, the more I am just, like, pulled in and grasped, because I'm the student here. You have so much of this little bit of, like, all this invested knowledge about it. Just, I want to hear you go for, like, another 4 hours about this. Jesus.
Yeah, I've done a couple streams like on Just Chatting Days where we've talked about the mythic past and stuff like that. Like I'm really into it. It's just so fun. But it's purely based on like, I mean, it's not even like we're starting to see some weird stuff. That's the thing is like, if I'm being 100, we are starting to see scientific results that do bring the traditional story into question of like, you know, oh, civilization only started, you know, 4,000 or 6,000 years ago, and we developed writing then, and so on and so forth. Like that traditional story, there are some things starting to show up here and there that are an increasingly big body of people are starting to investigate, and scientists are starting to ask questions about and study. So I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see, but I'm very excited for where that goes.
I'd love to know like what one has your deepest invested interest right now that is like starting to come to light.
I think the thing that I believe the strongest is civilization's probably older than 6,000 years. I think that I think there were things before. That's not saying they're high concept, right? Not saying they have like spaceships or anything like that. But I think there's an increasing body of anecdotal evidence and some hard evidence that there has been like previous human civilization and some sort of cataclysm and then a rebuilding, and that's the one we know now.
I have to hop on board with you on that. I'm gonna hard agree. I've already said my like most fascinated one, which is the time travel. That one is the one I'm like the most invested into seeing more research on. But yeah, the civilizations. All right, no, you got me. You got me by the rope. I'm in.
I think the one thing that bothers me a lot and like leads me into thinking this way is, okay, so science currently accepts, and this might even get pushed back more because I think we might have found a human skull that's anatomically modern that was even older than this now. But modern science says about 300,000 years for humans, right? 300,000 years, anatomically modern. We've been around. Okay, so what? Were we sitting on our ass for 290,000 years doing nothing and then did everything in 10,000 years? What? If we were anatomically modern, we were as smart then as we are now. That bothers me so much. It's like we were just doing nothing. Like, and one of the go back to the Tepi. Thank you. 10,000 BC. Sorry.
The lack of technology does not mean the lack of knowledge.
Right. And the other thing too is like one of the debunks to that will be like, okay, well, food environment was different, right? We were in an ice age, so it was harder to band together and survive. But the problem is, if you go 300,000 years back, you get various warm periods and ice ages. So like the environment was there for quite a while, and we just apparently did nothing. I don't know. I think that we just don't have, I think it's been reclaimed by Earth and nature, but there've probably been many other civilizations going far, far, far back. I don't know how far they went, how far they got, but I think that's a thing.
I agree. I've never thought about it, but you've already convinced me. In the last 5 minutes, you've convinced me.
And we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. But you know, there's just some weirdness. I think there's a weirdness as, especially like, I've seen a lot where, and I'm not a geologist, so I don't really know, right? This is like hearsay as far as I'm concerned. I'm not an expert. I'm just a dude. But like, I've heard a lot about, there are many megalithic sites and there are many like old sites. We're talking like Egyptian, we're talking Mayan, we're talking in Peru, where it gets more complicated the longer ago it is. Like it like the most complicated stuff, the most complex stuff architecturally is actually deeper down. And we don't seem to, we kind of explain that away, where it's like, well, wait a second, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're kind of just dismissing thousands and thousands of years.
Yep. It's just like, I don't know why it would get worse. Why our architecture suddenly gets worse. It's almost like, you know, we forgot about something that previously was known.
Damn, you're making me want to. We should move on to the next one because I'm
we should.
I'm gonna be picking your brain way too much more about this, but holy crap, yeah, you've got my brain really going onto a deadlock here. Yeah,
we should. You know, sounds like Tartaria again. No, Tartaria is supposed to be in the 1700s. Okay, that's like way too soon. We know things that happened recently. I'm convinced of that. All right, let's move on.
I never thought about that.
Let's see here. All right. Oh, we got fun ones coming up next. I don't think we're gonna do another ad break. This is just you've probably heard this one, the Pentagon Pizza Tracker.
Pizza tracker?
Oh, you haven't heard about this?
No. Hold
Okay.
on. Surges in orders
Yeah.
indicate a long night at the Pentagon and other government buildings, which indicates all hands on deck for something big. 100%. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh no,
that
this
makes
is
more
real.
sense.
This is probably real. Like they've tracked it to recent events and stuff. This is like a current thing. But yeah, you can tell if something's going on at the Pentagon by how the pizza restaurants nearby, what they're like. You know, is the traffic flow more than usual? Are their orders more than usual?
Can you imagine being the pizza delivery person who was like, damn it, I gotta deliver the Pentagon again. The amount of stuff I have to go through to get inside of there is not worth the tip and the time.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, surely they know, right? If you worked there, they'd be like, all right, something's up.
Yeah. As a DoorDash driver, there were some times where it's like, oh, this looks like a good order, like the nice, 2 miles, $8. Okay, I'll do this. And then I pause. I'm like, oh, wait, it's going to so-and-so apartments. The same apartment where I have to go through the gate and go to the back and go up 4 flights of stairs. But I have to sometimes use an elevator, which also doesn't work. And then I have to go down a big old hallway and then up another, there were some times where the apartment was more than half of the trip.
Mhm.
That's the Pentagon right here. The drive there, no problem. Getting in, that's 30 minutes. That's way too much of your time. And then they get free pizza because it's not 30 minutes or less.
Yeah. So this one, I mean, this one's just kind of like true, and it's funny. I think it's funny. I think it's like middle of right here because it's like it's true, it's funny, and you can kind of use it to see what's going on sometimes. So I'm like, yeah, that's
Do you think they have a
the thing.
special? Do you think they have a special Pentagon or like the Pentagon paparazzi pizza? Like it's where they know what toppings they want for that day.
Yeah, it's a special order. It's like a coded message.
Yeah. I'll have an all hands on deck pizza. Oh shit.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
All right.
I like
This
that.
is
That's
a
funny. That's very funny.
this is a fun one that ties kind of into what we were talking about before, but is like probably fake. Like this is probably like a debunked thing as far as I saw. But so this was an idea that there was a story in a newspaper in 1909 that a explorer named G.E. Kincaid found hieroglyphs, Egyptian hieroglyphs in the Grand Canyon. And there was like a repository, like a room in the Grand Canyon's walls. And there was a bunch of old Egyptian stuff there. And he was like, what the hell? We're in the US. That doesn't make sense. And it was like a Smithsonian backed expedition. And the conspiracy is that they like hid it, right? They like suppressed it. But there was hieroglyphs in the Grand Canyons is the conspiracy, right?
So was this proven or debunked? Because this sounds awesome.
Yeah, this is sick. Like conceptually, it's really cool. The explanation I've heard is that, and apparently there was no evidence this guy ever existed. It was just like a ploy to get people to read the newspaper. Like it was an early 1900s. Like we made something up to get people to read the newspaper type thing.
I want to believe this because I'm gonna be real. Like whenever I think of ancient, older civilizations, ancient civilizations or ways that have conspiracies around them, my first thought is always ancient Egyptians.
Yep.
They have like 90% of all the weird, like historically conspiracy based kind of stuff. At least I'm being facetious, but
well, no,
it
straight
always
up,
goes
like
back to
Egypt's
them.
weird. Egypt is for
yeah.
sure a hotbed of that sort of theory. Like people are drawn to that. Absolutely.
One of my favorite movies, The Fifth Element, starts off in ancient Egypt. That's where the aliens went.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I think this is neat because it makes me want to say the Grand Canyon is more than just a canyon that's grand. It makes me think there's more there. It also makes me think, well, what about the Sahara Desert? What about, parts of Nevada with Death Mountain and all that? Like, it makes me want to think every desert is hiding a secret.
Yeah. Well, the thing that's cool is like the Grand Canyon there was a civilization in the Grand Canyon. I've been there and you can like go see the ruins. Like you can go in the Grand Canyon and see ruins of the people who live there and stuff. So they did use it that way. It just, probably wasn't Egyptian.
Yeah. Oh. I like this a lot though.
Yeah, this is pretty sick though, because that would be like, again, that's like the we understand nothing type stuff. So it's like, ooh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I dig that. I could see a whole like game based off that again. Once again.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Give me a video game where we're gonna explore these.
I think we have only bangers left, by the way.
That's great. No, that's perfect. Like full honesty, you know. Getting closer, like you know, bathroom food soon, all of that. So this
Yeah,
will be a
yeah.
great time.
All right.
Now that I don't want to leave or anything, like I want to stay with you.
No, I know, but I might have to I might cancel my client. It's okay. He's a friend of mine, and he wouldn't mind at all. But I'm probably not gonna be able to heat the gym in time, so it's fine. But I
Whatever you
probably
gotta
will.
Whatever you gotta do. If you want to,
Yeah.
If you gotta end in a bit, we can do that too.
Alrighty, so last 4. This is the theory of underwater aliens. The theory that aliens are not from space. They're from Earth and live underwater, or they're from space but have their bases underwater. And the theory goes somewhat that the amount of reports of abductions and UFOs that began in the 1940s after World War II. The idea is that the reason they emerged was because we were doing nuclear testing underwater and disturbed them. They were like, hey, what are you doing up there trying to blow us up? And they were underwater getting disturbed by it, so they came looking. And so that's kind of what the theory posits. The ocean depths are unexplored, so on and so forth.
Interesting. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, I think this makes
does make
sense.
sense to me. The timing for it all fits. A lot of the reports were over there. There was some really, really good recorded reports of, I'll just say planes, jets, planes, and stuff like that, like groups that would be seeing these really wild machines that nothing should move that fast. Like, there's no way something can do that kind of mobility. There are some interesting codes and records from this time.
Oh yeah, I'm actually so this picture you're looking at right now, I'm familiar with this picture. This is a photo from the video that the Air Force released, the US Air Force released of the UFOs post 2017, and it's the video where it goes underwater. So there's this is one of the transmedium, they call it, UFO videos they have where it seemingly just disappears into the water with no resistance. So I think this is one of the photos from the Air Force released videos of the weird stuff they saw. I think, yeah, it makes a lot of sense you'd hide underwater. It makes a lot of sense. I don't know if you'd be from there, but I can see, you could probably get enough materials underwater, right? You could dig into the earth to get materials for things.
Yeah, let's be real. If aliens have the technology for these kind of machines to go around, these aircrafts, they probably have teleportation.
Oh, yeah.
I think the aliens are actually from space. They've just already colonized here on Earth.
Yeah, very possible. In this theory, I think this theory doesn't really make a determination on that. They're just they're underwater. That's where they are. That's why they're hiding. They're on Earth, but they're underwater, and you can go find them.
Yeah, the octopus are the aliens too.
Yeah.
That goes hard. I like this. It makes a lot of sense. Aliens have been proven, right?
So no, but I would say UFOs have, but assuming it's aliens, we don't.
There's been some very
we don't know.
Just casual drops about alien records, and we just went to work the next day.
Oh yeah, I could talk about that for 3 hours. I remember the day. I remember the day those videos came out in 2017, and where I was, and being like, "Hey, isn't this a big deal?" And then getting gotta go to work. But I think this is very likely, but I'm not too happy about it because 1, I don't like the idea that if there are aliens, they just got a base here, and 2, I don't want it to be underwater because I don't want to. If I'm gonna have to fight some aliens, I want it to be on land, please. I don't want to have to go looking for them underwater.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly,
but it's pretty cool.
It's a safe thing. There's a lot of mysteries under the water, a lot of scary. We only have explored, I'll say it 1 billion times, we've barely explored the ocean.
Yep. I think it's pretty cool.
Interesting. If it's kind of kickflip is pretty cool. Or higher. Iron
Okay.
lung, you say?
Iron lung,
also,
you
they
say?
definitely would have the vessels to take up the pressure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, Philadelphia experiment. This was an old rumor. I remember this one. So this was an idea that By the way, just gotta point it out. I can't believe they used the USS Eldridge for this, which is really close to USS Eldrick. It's not. Eldridge was a real ship, but I think that's funny. So this was an idea that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is an idea that that made the rounds that in 1943 ship was testing an invisibility field, and when they did that, they turned on their like invisibility generator with like electromagnetism on the USS Eldridge, and I always thought it was the USS Philadelphia, but I guess not. And like a weird fog appeared, and the ship disappeared, and apparently it reappeared in Norfolk, Virginia, like for like a minute, and then disappeared again, right? And then back to its original spot. And when it returned, the crew was like in the ship, like they'd have like their arm was fused with the bulkhead, and some of them were burned and stuff like that, like a bunch of crazy stuff. They were driven insane. The idea of the ship teleported. It was like a mistaken experiment, and the ship teleported temporarily and got reconstituted, and everyone was all wrong.
Oh, that's always been a very scary thing to me when it comes to teleportation.
You got telefragged, yeah.
Yeah, to get teleported. That's also, I just Googled the Philadelphia experiment. There was a movie off of it, and there is like some body horror images that I'm seeing right now of just what you're saying, and I'm like, I
think the movie's something else. Like if I remember right, I think like the movie is not the actual like experiment. It's like something else.
Yeah, it's a fictional movie. But it's showing like a boat with people fused in it.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, I should watch that. That could be fun.
Well, I'm not gonna sleep today.
Yep. All right, where do we want to put that? That sucks.
I'll say this: if it was teleportation, 100% agree. I think our first steps into true teleportation will cause telefrag.
Yeah.
The Simpsons with the I'm
Chuck E. Cheesing
parody The Fly. Well, you know, our Bart and The Fly, but you know the movie The Fly, all that. We're gonna fuck up teleportation with our first couple things. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Badly. Very
gonna
badly.
Happen. Okay, last two. I put that in Chuck E. Cheese just because it sucks to get telefragged.
Yeah, oh. That scares the heck out of me though. I kind of want to read. I want to read more on this one.
Yeah. There's like a Wikipedia page. There's like no evidence towards this whatsoever.
I'm opening a tab for that later.
All right, Yomi, you ready for my back-to-back, my two favorite pictures of all time?
All right, King. Slay, what do you got for me?
These two pictures are pure aura. You ready? Bam.
Oh! Oh, I hear the Pillar Man music in the background.
Yeah, Bigfoot coming out of a portal looking real serene. This is one of my favorite pictures ever. I use this as my profile sometimes, like in the past.
Oh my god, you would!
It's so good.
Interdimensional traveler associated with aliens.
Yeah, okay, there's a really good... Like, this is silly. I'm going to preface this by saying, like, no way. Based because here's the thing, right? Like, this is one of those conspiracies that requires extra conspiracies. So the idea is Bigfoot is real, but Bigfoot's an interdimensional traveler that's working with the aliens and is like they work together.
He's like their big buff bodyguard. What did we say earlier? Alien races, 5 feet, 6 feet is just the normal we humans think. Like, Bigfoot's, 10 foot, I'm gonna stomp you. That's his race's normal height.
Yeah,
That's what they consider normal on his planet.
There's a movie. There's a documentary that you can watch about this I think it's called The Bigfoot Alien Connection. I think it's called that. And it's so funny. It's like not a good documentary, but it's a good documentary to watch because it's like ancient aliens tier. Like they just theorize stuff for whatever reason. They're just like, could Bigfoot be working with the gray aliens? And then have some dude talk about Bigfoot working with the gray aliens. It's really sick.
I want to believe.
I love this one.
That's so cool.
I love this one because it's just
nonsensical.
It's just the idea aliens just have Bigfoot and they're just deploying him sometimes to, like, I don't know, do stuff.
Just
Deploy the Wookiee, we shall.
Yeah, deploy Bigfoot. We'll get him later.
That's what it is. The Bigfoot is their doom guy.
Yeah. I love it. I think it's S tier.
That's so cool. I like to think too, Bigfoot, because he hasn't like attacked anybody. I think Bigfoot's a good guy. I think he really is. Like, I'm gonna bash. I'm gonna do what I have to. But he's got a good heart. He's not gonna just like scramble and hurt civilians. In fact, he's trying to keep out of sight.
Yeah. No, it's a solid. I think it's real fun. I think it's really fun. Let's see. And then the last one, our final one, another image that goes incredibly hard. Bam, Giant of Kandahar.
Oh, what a giant! Oh, that's an amazing picture.
Yep. This is like, again, one of my favorite images of all time because the pure aura of this is just so cool.
The giant of... Oh, no, I've been looking up so many conspiracies now, thanks to you, that things are auto-correcting for me. I just type in the giant. It's like, the giant of Canada, conspiracy. It's like,
oh, yeah. You should see my my Sclimbo YouTube recommended feed. It goes crazy.
Oh, mine's just like ASMR and VTubers and gameplay. Oh.
Mine's stuff like this. Yeah, so
what do we have happen here?
By description, as you can see, is U.S. soldiers fought a giant in a really cool battle in 2002. This is just, it's actually just a story that, like, I think it was on Coast to Coast AM, if you're familiar with that. You used to do, like, trucking, right?
For a short while, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Did you ever hear about Coast to Coast AM? I know that was like a big show among people who truck.
I did not. I got sad. Sad to say, I didn't have control of the radio.
Oh, fair. Yeah, so basically, back in the 90s mostly, there was a radio host named Art Bell, very famous guy, and he ran the show called Coast to Coast AM, and it was like a midnight in the desert type show. He ran it out of a studio in the desert, and it was an overnight, like, paranormal conspiracy, like, radio show that people would listen to, like, driving.
Oh, I need that!
It's so nice. But somebody called in with this story, and the story goes that in 2002, during the invasion of Afghanistan, a U.S. Special Forces detachment found a giant in Kandahar and fought him and killed him. And it was like they described a really cool battle where a dude gets impaled and then they shoot him for like 30 seconds and it takes 5 dudes to down him with like their M4s and stuff like that. It's just like a sci-fi battle with a giant.
I want there to be giants among us like this.
Yeah. This is sick. I just love the picture so much.
Yeah, the pure energy. Oh, that is a barbarian I have always wanted to play. Yep. Also, there is an IMDb movie called The Giant of Kandahar.
Really?
No way. It's I'm gonna click it right now.
I want to watch it. We gotta watch it tonight in Discord watch along. We're doing it.
Yeah, in 2003, 2 estranged brothers of an elite special forces team embark on a rescue mission. What they discover in those mountains is truth beyond an uncensorable engagement in U.S. armed forces.
Oh, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that.
I'll drop the link in chat.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, wow.
Opening it now. For later.
Wow. Well, this sounds awesome. I need this. Yeah, for science, exactly.
I think
this is badass. I think it falls into the Bigfoot thing.
Yeah.
Actually, because here's the thing. I want to believe there are, like, mythical creatures. I think there's fae. I think that we're gonna, there are some fairies about we just can't see. Maybe there's some giants. Like, I think there's a little bit of that stuff around.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the giant is possibly... I think it exists. Whether they fought in Afghanistan or not? I don't know.
But I think it's pretty cool.
That would have made some pretty big news too, but...
Yeah. I think it's pretty cool because it does just imply a lot, right? Just like all the other ones in this tier and the one above it. It's like, it implies giants are real, and that's interesting. So that's pretty fun.
I want it to be real.
I want it to be real.
I just like to imagine they had, just like in that picture, basic spears, basic equipment. guys come around, like, full assault rifles. And he tanks it for, like, 30 seconds, like you said. It goes V for Vendetta style, just, like, filled with bullets, but still carries on through the final fight.
Yeah, dudes are getting thrown around, screaming, ah!
Oh, man. I've learned so much today, and I'm also questioning so many things now.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, Yomi. This was really fun. I'm glad we had this like talk a while ago. It was just a joke idea at first, where it's like, oh, I want to do a conspiracy review, and then we were like, oh, we should do it. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is the first time I can actually just be in your channel collab with this. I mean, I lurk in your channel every gosh dang day. Your Mondays, your Pokemon streams. I think I've told you before. Monday is my heck day. I'm working like crazy, doing all day of work. And oh yeah, I've been watching the journey from start to finish. I still got to vote a Pokemon name. I kind of was like sitting waiting for one to make my name for, but those tend to be the times that you catch one that I'm like eating or like cooking or something. Like, I missed it. Ugh. This is an absolute treat. Thank you for letting me be aboard of it all.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming by, and thanks to everyone for submitting all of these. We had a bunch, and we got a really good selection here. So thank you so much for that. Yomi, do you have anything cool coming up in the next few days you want to talk about?
I do have a couple of things going around. So I recently started Ocarina of Time. It is modded. It's my first playthrough. I have a meme review stream tomorrow. We're building a Willy Wonka Lego set. For Valentine's Day, I'll be baking a cake IRL. We're going a full cooking stream, like when we did the cooking stream in Christmas.
Yeah.
And a whole lot more. I got collabs, Alara, Kokui, and other people as well.
Good stuff.
Oh, and I got a 3D model on the way. No big deal.
Yeah, I might have seen that on Twitter. I might have seen that here or there.
But thank you so much for the stream. What about yourself? What have you been cooking?
Honestly, this is the end of my week. I streamed 7 times this week. I'm done. I am done. I'll see y'all on Monday.
God, take 2 days off. Perfect. Saturday, Sunday. Take off, please.
I am.
Oh, you deserve it. Ugh.
Yeah, 4 collabs is a little too much, I think, per week.
You kick butt. Oh, I am going to get some. Oh, I'm gonna get some food in me. What do you think I should eat?
I think you should eat Brickin'. As always. But actually, is there anybody, Yomi, who you would like to raid? Since you are the guest here today, do you want to pick a raid target while everyone hang around for the raid?
Yeah. Well, we do have Addie on right now. I know.
Oh, Addie's on?
We're always trying to raid each other.
Let's go to Addie.
I could always introduce like a friend of mine if you ever want to. But yeah, Addie is right there too.
Yeah, let's go Addie. I haven't gotten to raid Addie a lot because I feel like Addie's not live the days I'm live and is live the days I'm not. So I don't get many opportunities. So let's go. Let's go over to Addie,
everyone. I always
everyone.
appreciate the time you throw yourself my way too. You're the best for that.
Oh, thank you. All right, we're out of here.
Break and raid.
Have a good one and bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Y'all kick butt. And also, keep an eye out there. You never know what conspiracy is true.